10th of September is World Suicide Prevention Day. And according to the World Health Organization, some 700,000 people commit suicide each year. And out of this number, some 20 people are also attempting to take their life, or millions of people also contemplating taking their life. Today, we'll be speaking to some members of the general public to express their views on the issue of suicide and their views about the law that criminalizes the act. We'll also be speaking to some survivors of suicide attempts and find their views regarding the law, their experiences, and their advice to people who may also be going through their situation.
Edmond, a 48-year-old businessman and commercial farmer, has attempted taking his own life not once, but 3 times. The reason? Frustrations due to what he describes as life's many failures. The divorcee and father of one attributed his actions to dejection following failures in his life and the many hardships he experienced.
You ever attempted suicide in your life?
Yes, please.
How did it happen?
Yeah, it's like out of purpose and then I'll say frustration. Simply because what I was expecting in life, I was not getting it. And I thought that if such situation should continue, then the best way is to end up my life. Actually, I sat down and I thought of it for about 3 days. And I took the action. I bought drugs, chemicals that I know that when I take it, I will surely die. So I mix it. To be honest, it was what we call DDT. I mix it with water and then I took it. But I don't know whether it is a miracle or what, it didn't work. And then 3 days later on, I bought another drug that they said is used for killing mouse. And that one, when I was about to take it, I had a call. And the person that spoke with me, I would say it's a God-sent person. After talking to me, I realized that it's like the person preached the word of God to me. So I took inspiration from what she said and I forgo it. And then the third one too, I tried. That one too, I took the drugs. And then the drugs did not work. So I would say all the occasions of attempting, I took the drug, I made the attempt, but they didn't work. So I would say I survived. My surviving is by miracle, or it is the work of God that keeps me still alive.
After carefully planning, Edmond acquired DDT, but after taking it on 2 different occasions, it didn't work.
After taking the medicine, I went to bed and I was expecting myself to die, but I didn't. There was no reaction like pains, like vomiting, screaming, so that somebody would even rush and then take me to hospital. No. So sometimes people don't believe me when I say I made an attempt of committing suicide.
How long ago was this, or were these incidents?
The last one was just 2019-2020.
And all these were due to hardships?
Hardships, economical hardships, and then the level of my life as compared my age and the things that I plan doing that are not being successful. Because I don't like to blow my own horn. I'm a hardworking guy, and I expect myself in terms of social level, I should be at a certain pedigree.
Tell us about your family life. Are you married? Do you have children?
I have 1 child, and I'm married.
Many people in Ghana try to end their predicaments by ending their lives. While some succeed, others, like Edmond, fail and have to continue living with their problems.
Would you say you've gotten over the issues that pushed you to the point of suicide?
Yes, please, and I'm ever ready to share my experiences with people, because I've realized that maybe what you are expecting today that you do not have, if you live tomorrow, you may surely get what you were looking for.
Auntie Kenny, one of such people, thought ending her life was the best way to escape her many debts. The 51-year-old food vendor, after being abandoned by her husband for giving birth to a deaf child, saw no help coming from any other place and decided to end her life by mixing DDT with salt and drinking it.
Misusu.
Senior. This second time, please.
All right. So she attempted suicide twice.
You were watching.
January. 51 years. Was his seller, and the age is 51 years of age.
All right.
The first one, I had a daughter with my husband, and they also the child didn't able to speak. The husband left us. The Adalima.
Okay. And how long ago was this?
January, that was 10 years ago.
All right. So why did that situation force you to attempt taking your life?
There was no help from the court express. I can't knock about a little boy here.
Yeah, more make a name, Mamma Jim. Put some money for Benny Baby and Mitty Banner. The sky will be the mother of you, the Gajale.
Since my husband left me without any tent, I borrowed a lot of items like rice, oil, and the rest to put on my business. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to pay, so I was harassed by the police and the family that I owned. That triggered the suicide.
Okay.
They know me. They know me. DDT. Excellent. Learning. One of them. Learning. Meaning high to here. No, here gone is not anything. And I've been meeting him to go. No, I can go my hand. Okay.
In the first instance, I mixed DDT with salts, and after taking it, I realized that I have a serious stomach problem. And so my landlord took me to Roma, where I comforted them that I took DDT, and then from there, after I recovered, I was taken back to my family house here. That's why I'm here today.
I report. Say,
the man reported the case to the police, but upon the realized that the police were after arrest, he ran away. He ran himself away.
Just a few weeks ago, Auntie Kenny, who has been facing numerous harassments from her creditors, tried taking her life again, this time by drinking bleach.
What happened in the second instance as well?
Distancing. Any Johnny if you must marry you know him. Go in no back, no back. That one again can't. I mean, you get too much. Needing a mug. This is town, Bewa, no go be. You need a man that put me the weapon. If me make a pia, man can you free looking back with him. Kini nigga come palm you. If I hear laugh on the moon, a boom, a free. No, you get
in the second instance, I own a lot of people. If I'm eating, they are harassing me here and there. My auntie is also critically sick, and I have no help from any quarter, so I decided to take my life to stop all these occurrences.
Her brother, 40-year-old Stephen Ode Kwabla, confirmed Auntie Kenny's story. He says he has taken it upon himself to counsel her against repeating the act.
When I was caught by one of my auntie, that is my senior sister, that is my sister Kenny, took in some concussions. When I came, the whole family, the whole town was gathered here. So it was in total coma. So we used our local remedy, that is the palm oil, to avert the situation. We worked for almost 30 minutes while it wasn't working. So we called a taxi to come and help us convey her to the hospital. So for reaching the place, we realized that he took him. That was when she regained consciousness. He confronted them. I took that is the name up or the name that is local alkasha and the mix of Parazo. So from that, we realized like, Mr. Why did you do this? Before he came up to me that these are the things that triggered her to do that. So from there, we were able to stabilize a little bit. And then the next day we were discharged. Since then, she has been okay. She has been normal now. And on my part, I've been advising her every day on the because I realized that I don't want to keep her isolated. I want to keep her company. So every morning I came to her, advised her, but financially I'm also constrained. I have a family that I'm looking forward for, and so if there will be any help financially, and then psychologically to that effect, I'll appreciate them most.
In Ghana, 1,500 cases of death by suicide are reported nationwide on a yearly basis. In each reported case of suicide, there is believed to be 4 unreported cases, summing the number of unreported cases to almost 6,000 yearly. The 1960 Criminal Code, Act 29, Section 57 states, "Whoever attempts to commit suicide shall be guilty of a misdemeanor." But for survivors and their families, it is about time Ghana dropped this law, as persons who attempt suicide need counseling and solutions to their problems, not prosecution.
My country opinion is that that law should be in our good books of the land, because we love our lives, we live bad ones, and so if a person considers that kind of thought in his or her mind, that should be catered for and be treated as such, as a sickness, and that needs to be treated. So rather jail the person, you are adding more fire to the issue. So that law should be in our good books at all. Okay.
Apple.
It's against that law, because since the person in difficulty, you need a support. If the support comes, then that law will not be existent. So this should be criminalized.
I don't think that law, excuse my language, is meaningful and sensible enough. I'm saying this that because each and everyone that will have or would attempt committing suicide, per my background, I would say there is a spiritual thing behind it, because it's like something is urging you, something is pushing you to do it, either psychological and whatever. So it's like at the end of the day, the person rather need to be cancelled than rather you persecuting the person and putting the person in jail. I don't think somebody will just wake up, have whatever he wants in life and decide that I'm ending up my life. No, it's definitely something went on wrongly, and the person thinks that because of stigmatization, what people will say in society, maybe somebody might have committed a crime, and thinking that what I have done, what will people say about me if the thing happens and found out in the public domain. And in my situation, for instance, it is not a crime, but I found out that due to economical hardship and things that I was expecting in life, I was not achieving them. So if that be the case, let me kill myself, and at the end of the day I survive, and you decide to put me in jail because of I rather think that they have to give us counseling, and then maybe gather people that have made attempt and survive to come out and talk to people that are thinking or want to do similar thing. That all hope is not lost yet.
But what does the general public make of the 1960 Criminal Code, Act 29, Section 57?
I think the law is there, but all those who have attempted to commit suicide, now we have not seen anybody who has been jailed. If people have been jailed, we have not seen the number being published. If the law too will be enforced, and also the social welfare people, as far as community organization, the civil societies will also come up and also move around the community, giving much education on suicide. It will also help people not to also go into that area.
I think the law will be fully enforced, or it will be beneficial to society if government is doing its part. It's like most people are ignorant, and then you cannot tell somebody that his personal decision shouldn't count, because the person feel like he has tried all possible means, depending on the magnitude of the psychological trauma and the mental torture the person is going through. The person may not be able to withstand it, and therefore you feel like, or she will feel like ending it.
Asana bi mo problem. Konya gbalo ko jika egbonya ne ko jiko ya agbo. Keka abi mo problem ko ono ko bi na an mecha manaka o. Ni no ne bale han jiko ya agbo he. Ke ma amanye mo solve problem mo ke hamu. La sana mini abanye brought to bo ko lo adane angbo he. Na solve problem mo ka mo ko na se wo ne ba.
All right. So she's of the opinion that people who attempt suicide should rather be counseled, and then those whose situations are found to be mild should be punished for not dealing with them, but rather resorting to and ending their lives. And those who are found to have genuine cases should be counseled and assisted in one way or the other. So you heard the views of some members of the general public and also some survivors of suicide attempts. To them, people who survived suicide attempts should rather be counseled in the law scrap rather than jailing them. From Odumase Kobo in the Eastern region, Michael Ubete for GhanaWeb TV.
You don't rely on all the strikers in tournament like this. You need to have a cohesion that everybody can score from any angle. This World Cup will be the toughest World Cup ever.
If you are called to serve as maybe a scout for the Black Stars or perhaps work in the background for the Black Stars, will you take the offer?
I'm still with Great Olympics. Let me enjoy my Ghana Premier League a bit.
Hello and welcome again to another edition of Sports Check here on GhanaWeb TV. My name is Joseph Adamafi, and today I'll be interviewing a very interesting personality. He happens to be an ex-Black Stars player who currently plays for Great Olympics, and I guess you know who I'm talking about. Well, we're taking a short break, and when we return, we'll delve into the conversation. This is Sports Check here on GhanaWeb TV. So welcome back from the break. My name is Joseph Adamafi. I'm here with Agyemang Badu, who currently plays for Great Olympics. Ajengu.
Bro.
It's been a long time.
Yes, bro. How are you?
I'm fine. 2 years ago, you were on Sports Check with Daniel Drew.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. Agyemang Badu, Ajengu. How did you get that name, by the way?
Mostly people call me Nika. This radio presenter gave it to me. No, Abate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we came back from the African Cup. I called my mom on the phone and said, Kwajo Nika. I said, where is it from, mommy? He said they were saying on radio. So the Ajengo is because of the Agyemang. So I think like they just cut it on Ajengo. But when I was in Brekum, they used to call me Owen. Because I was very short and I was playing number 10. I play behind the striker. So they said the way I was quick, I was like Michael Owen. So when you go to Brekum, people know the Owen. But you know the Ajengo is because of the Agyemang.
Now, you play for Great Olympics. How has the feeling been ever since you returned to the Ghana Premier League?
Well, it's been very great. I started training with them 21 days ago. And I'm really enjoying myself. The guys are really doing well, work hard to this extent. We are ready for tomorrow. The league is starting tomorrow. So the feelings has been very fantastic.
Well, for you as a player, what changes have you seen ever since you returned to the Premier League? I read a little bit about you. You said you used to play for Brekum Arsenal. Now you went to Kotoko, you didn't play much, then you got your opportunity to go abroad. Now that you are back, what are the changes that you've seen? You've played in the Gen 6 tournament. Well,
I think there's still quality in the league. Although, you know, our pitches at times, it doesn't allow us to see the kind of quality we have in the league. So, quality-wise, nothing has changed in the league. The only thing I've seen is the league is really physical, very, very physical. So, that's the only thing I've seen. But for quality, there's a lot of quality in the league, a lot of quality.
With quality, when you look at your team, playing with the young guys, do you think they are giving you some competition in the team? You are fighting for places in the team.
Yeah, of course. When I started training with them for the first 2 days, they were giving me, you know, a little bit of respect. You know, they don't want to come on me very hard. And I told them, guys, this is my job. I've been in the job. Just come, let's enjoy ourselves, play how you want to play, and just let me get into what I'm getting myself into, to just know the kind of league I'm going to start with. So from there, yes, they started coming in hard, and we are enjoying ourselves with training stuff. And the GCS also have really helped me to know the kind of league I'm coming in, and they have really helped me to build on my physical strength as well, and now I think 90% getting 100%, and I'm ready for the league, and I will enjoy myself with this great talents we have in Ghana here.
Before you get into the league, winning the GCS tournament, first trophy, Inkum came to Heart of Folk, won a trophy. Suleiman Tari at least has won 2. You yourself, you won 1. What would you like to say?
Well, let me congratulate my colleagues, the young talented chaps, the Olympics players, for the wonderful job they have done, and they have really helped me to settle very well as well. Because when I came, I trained only 2 days and I played my first game. But the kind of connection, the vibe I have with them have really helped me. And it's great to start with something like this. It would boost the morale of the guys to go into the league. We know the league will be very difficult this year, very difficult one. Last year they did very well, came on 4th or 5th on the league. We want to do well more than that, but it all depends on how we are going to start. So the GCS have really helped. Congratulations to the guys and to the coach. He is able to have this kind of quality in the team. So we will take it from there and move on with the Ghana Premier League.
As the Ghana Premier League starts, which teams do you think are going to give you guys a run for your money next season?
No, for the games I have played, I think you can't write any team off, especially when you are going on away games. There are some venues that are very difficult to play. When you go to Doma, it's very difficult. Brekum, my hometown, I know how the stadium is very hot one as well. When you go to Tamale, it's not an easy game there. Now they have 2 teams there, which is very difficult. Mediama is not easy. Karela have watched the games when I was in Europe, and I know the kind of venues we are going to approach. So you just need to train very hard, map your strategies, and go into the game. But trust me, all the venues are really difficult. I have played here before, going 12 years ago, and I know how the venues are. But this year, with the quality we have and how the teams have really prepared, every venue is difficult for any team.
So if any venue is very difficult, do you think Olympics can win the league this time? Because last year they came close, they were fit, they lost grip of it, they were at some point first and stuff. This season you are back, you are in it for great Olympics. What do you think can they win the league?
No, listen, the league is coming to start. We haven't even played our first game. A difficult situation for us. 34 games in the league. You can't say you can win the league. We will take game after game. Now our focus is on Bichim. Remember, we played them 3 games before we are coming to meet them tomorrow. We played them a friendly game at the Agyemang Badu. We played them in the GCS, the first game we drew, and they won on penalties. And we met them at finals, and we were able to beat them 2-0 to take the cup. Now the first game of the league, we are going to meet them. It won't be an easy game. I have watched their team. They have a total quality in the team. They move a lot of interpositional changes. This kind of things when you are playing them, it's not an easy game. So winning the league right now is not the focus. The focus is to get everybody ready and take game after game.
Can you play 90 minutes?
For what I have seen and where my fitness level have reached, I think I can. Yeah. It depends on my performance and how the coach will see me. There's a lot of games and 34 games, so we will see how it goes. But I think I'm ready for the league.
So, which of the games are you really looking forward to? Against Kotoko, Hearts? Are you looking for that game against Chelsea when you finally return?
Listen, I'm ready for all the games. I'm looking at all the games, but obviously, where I have started everything was in Brekum. Fortunately or unfortunately, I play for Brekum Arsenal, so I'm not going to meet them. I will meet Brekum Chelsea, but it's still Brekum. So it will be a bit emotional to go there to witness the kind of theft I left 12 or 13 years ago. I'm looking for that game. I'm looking to meet my good friend Samuel Nkum as well, because I started everything in my football career from with him. So it will be nice acting to meet him. Although we chat a lot, he's my good friend, we speak a lot, but on the field it's been like 8-9 years we haven't played together or like things like that. So I'm ready for all the games, but Brekum will be one stadium where I'll be emotional to go.
But that Gamashi derby, Olympics versus Hearts, it's a big game, you know.
No, it's a league game. It's only 3 points.
Really?
Yeah, it's a normal league game.
The fans don't see it that way.
No, I understand from the aspect of the fans. Yes, I understand. But A footballer is 3 points. It's nothing special.
Are you ready for the hooting? You know, Olympics fans, when sometimes you make a mistake, an error. Remember that CK?
Listen, my brother, I have been in the job for long. I thought about it before joining the Ghana Premier League. I love football, and I love the fans. This kind of chance, if it's not in football, football won't be football. So we are ready for everything.
Let's look at you coming back to the Ghana Premier League. Some of your friends, ever since you joined, have they contacted you to say, Agyemang, how are things going? Can I return? Have you been hearing from some of them?
Well, some congratulated me, but what I can say is everybody has his mindset. My mindset is I haven't stopped playing football. The 2 concrete offers I got in Europe, it wasn't too favorable. Once it wasn't too favorable and I'm not going out and I haven't stopped playing football, I can't stay at home and be rusty. Training alone and training with the club is different. So I wanted to join the club, not to be rusty, and we see how my football career will go again. So some have congratulated me. So what I can say is, if you haven't stopped playing, you haven't gotten anything outside, you can't stay at home. Just come, let's make the league exciting, help these young talented players to grow and to enjoy the game you like best.
But are you using this opportunity to also get in your coaching badges and all that? Or
I think it's an option, but right now I just want to concentrate on Olympics and enjoy football a bit.
How many seasons can you go playing?
If tomorrow I wake up and my body is not responding on the pitch, I will quit football.
When you say your body is not responding, maybe you can run and all that.
No, I'm a footballer. If my body is not responding on the pitch on how I want it to respond, I will call it a quit.
Okay, on that note, we are taking a short break. On return, we'll delve into the Black Stars and other players who are doing so well in their club teams and all that. My name is Joseph Adamafiu and you're watching Sports Check here on GhanaWeb TV. Welcome back from the break. My name is Joseph Adamafiu. You're watching Sports Check here on GhanaWeb TV, and I'm here with Agyemang Badu.
Yes, boss.
Before we leave the Ghana Premier League and talk about the Blasters, let's look at Kudu's performance at Ajax. There were talks during the transfer window that he should take a loan move away from Ajax and all that. He decided to stay. The coach decided to give him his first opportunity to start a game. In the Champions League, he scores a goal. What do you make of his performance and the
Listen,
time?
I really love that guy from my heart, and he's super talented footballer. I love footballers with character, and he have character. You see, he wanted to move. He speak out that he's a bit frustrated because he's not getting playing time. The kind of qualities he have, he thinks he needs to play. The coach sees him otherwise. He gave him the opportunity, and he delivered. This is the kind of character players I love. And let me tell you, right now in Ghana, if you are talking about even 3 talented footballers we have in the national team now, you can't write him off. He has everything in football. He knows how to go in spaces. He knows how to shoot. He can handle the ball. He's a good passer of the ball. He's an icon for Ghana.
For Felix Afena-Gyan, we all don't know his decision why he moved back. It appears that he also wants to get more playing time in Italy. You've played in Italy, you've played quite a while with Udinese. Do you think his move is good? And would you have taken such a decision if you are in his shoes? Because you were in the Blasters, he's also in the Blasters. You were again also coming on as a substitute and all that. At that point in time, people were explaining that being a substitute, I think Ahmed Baruso explained that being a substitute doesn't mean that you're a bench warmer, but you're a game changer. Do you think his move to Komonise is good?
He's very young. He's played, let's say, 2 games with the national team, and he did very well. Obviously, maybe the coach will need him in the World Cup, so he needs to play. Because the World Cup is different stage altogether. You will see it as a World Cup, but it's different stage. It's a good move. He was one of the fantastic coaches in the world, and Unfortunately for him, when they signed Belotti, I knew maybe his game time will be limited, and he have chosen very well to go to this club to get a playing time before the World Cup. And I think it's a very good move. It will help him to regain the confidence and to help us in the World Cup.
Do you think that gaining more playing time at club level will give competition in the Blaster squad to be named for the World Cup?
Yeah, but I think you need competition in the team. You see, this World Cup will be the toughest World Cup ever.
Why?
Why is the tournament will be in November. The leagues are going on, so every country who is coming is bringing with his full force top quality players with great form, because the league will not go on races. Then you go back 1 week camping and stuff like that. The league is going on, then we enter the World Cup. Second, the substitute FIFA have changed. Now it's 5 substitute. Imagine if your bench is not rich and other teams their bench is rich, you are doomed. So you need quality on the field and on the bench. So getting the playing time is good for all the players, because you can't use only 2 games in the World Cup that you want to regain your form back. It's just only 2 games, you are gone. So all those players, all my prayers is they will get the playing time to be on top of their game before the World Cup starts. Because when you go to Portugal, Cancelo is playing every 3 days. Bruno Fernandes is playing. Vicino is playing. All their players are playing. So our should also get the playing time before the World Cup, so that we can have a formidable squad to face all these kind of teams. But quality-wise, no doubt about it. The inclusion of these new guys in the team is a plus to the team as well. But all lies in the hands of the handlers. I know they are well experienced. Where the coach is coaching is well experienced. They have passed through a lot of coaches. Chris is well experienced as well. He can help me a lot. George, well experienced. Richard Oleleke, the goalkeeper trainer, well experienced. He's been there. So I think we will have a good team for the World Cup this year.
What I thought about the players who have naturalized and coming to play for the Black Stars, would it be difficult for them to settle into the Black Stars? During your time, you had the likes of Quincy Owusu-Abiyi came, Kevin Prince Boateng also came. Would it be difficult for Inaki Williams, who doesn't speak the local language, or perhaps the likes of Stefan Ambrosius and Ransford Yeboah?
Kevin, when he was here, I don't think he speaks Twi, but he was one of the funniest players who joined the team. I mean Kevin Prince Boateng. He did very well, great job with the national team. So I don't think communication-wise will be a problem. I think football now have really changed to a different dimension, which the communication is a key, but it's not a key. The mindset of a player is a key. The character the player has is a key. And with these players you have mentioned, I think they have the character, they have the mindset. They know why they chose Ghana. This is not like a club side you can change nationality again or change a club. This nationality switch is once and for all. So they have thought about it, have known the kind of nationality they are coming to join. So they are welcome at home. You support them with everything, but they should help us to build a formidable team beyond the World Cup.
The game against Brazil, before we talk about World Cup, what are your expectations? Did you play that one that you played
in London, yes.
What was the preparation towards that match, knowing that you're going to play the likes of Ronaldinho, Pato, and the likes?
A good confidence for the player, playing with these quality players, and to know the kind of World Cup you are going in. Most of our players are very new players, so they need to test this kind of friendly matches before the World Cup. So it's good thing. Whatever the scoreline will be, I'm not looking at this. I'm looking at the kind of team we are building beyond the World Cup, and the team we are building for the World Cup. So it's a good friendly game for the Stars.
What was your memory in that match? Like something memorable from that match you would recall?
No, when I'm playing, when I don't win anything, I don't have memory. We lost the game, but we played well. That's what I can say. And it was just a friendly game. It was a preparation to get this kind of games, so that you know the kind of teams you are going to meet in future. So it was just one of the normal preparation games, and we really enjoyed ourselves. But we lost the game, so no memories at all.
No memories at all. Now let's talk about the World Cup, Uruguay, Portugal, South Korea. Which games do you think we can win? Which games do you think we can lose? Which game do you think this one the Blasters can settle for a draw?
Listen, when somebody tell you our group is easy, then the person is lying to you. Let's be frank to each other. We have one of the difficult groups. We want to do revenge, but the revenge have to be on the field. It's not like what we will say. We need to prepare very well, be mentally tough, because I see a lot of quality in this Uruguay team, even more than the.
You think so?
Yes, because we will concentrate only on Suarez.
Not only Suarez.
Who again?
Perhaps maybe Cavani will be there.
Yes, but now they have Darwin Nunes. Don't say he's not doing well in Liverpool for now because of, so he will not do well. No, he's a very good footballer. 6 months ago, he played 32 games. He was scoring 26 goals when he was in Portugal. He's a very good striker. They have a lot of strength. Portugal, you don't need to talk about them because even if you close your eyes, you can mention all their players. Korea, they have
Song Heung-min.
Yes, not only him. They have 6 players who are playing in Europe.
Yeah.
And they they have 3 in Germany, 2 in Spain, and 3 in EPL. And I have seen them, I have watched them, I have done an analysis about them, and they have a team that is difficult to beat. You don't need to focus on anyone. Concentrate on game after game and prepare before the World Cup, and you can do well.
If you are called to serve as maybe a scout for the Black Stars or perhaps work in the background for the Blasters, will you take the offer so that you do it to help us at the World Cup? Perhaps if you don't want to play.
No, my knowledge have not reached there now. I want to concentrate on Olympics and enjoy football for now.
But we've seen in the past players, Otuado started as a scout for the Black Stars.
But look at his pedigree. I haven't reached that pedigree yet. He started, he stopped playing, and he went in. I'm still with Great Olympics. Let me enjoy my Ghana Premier League a bit.
I get that point. But looking at the Black Stars, the changes that we are going through currently, do you think that the striking department, we need more in the striking department?
You see, football, yes. Like Asamoah, he will be in the game, then 90 minutes he will do wonders. Yes, but if the striker is not having a good day, where from the midfielders? Where is the midfielders? Where is the set pieces? It came to a time in the national team, Jumensa will come from the back, corner kicks, then he will head the ball and score. Mike Lesian, Sule Muntari, free kicks, then they will score. You don't rely on all the strikers in tournament like this. You need to have a cohesion that everybody can score from any angle. And free kicks is key in this kind of games. Corner kicks, set pieces. So yes, strikers is important, but you need to have all around that. When you have set pieces too, you have midfielders or attackers who are very dangerous, and rely on your attacking midfielders as well.
Rely on our attacking midfielders. You've seen Mohamed Kudus, I've mentioned him, Andrea, Pate will be there, and the likes. The midfield is going to be very heavy. What should they do to ensure that they stop these opponents, Portugal, Uruguay, and South Korea, from scoring and also rather the Blasters scoring more goals?
No, when you have the ball, let him struggle to get the ball from you. And when he get the ball, try to get the ball easy from him. And you are good to go as a midfielder.
The 2010 World Cup, 2014 World Cup, as a team, did you guys set up a group that sometimes you were talking to each other as midfielders or some core Blasters that, okay, this is the thing that we are going to do in midfield and all that? Because sometimes you watch the Blasters play, Sule Muntari, ACN and Lai Kiston and Stephen Appiah. It was like they knew where every player was and stuff. How do you guys ensure that you build that cohesion in the team? Because as you said, the World Cup, the clubs will not release the players early. So how do they build that cohesion now that everybody's playing for their club team?
You know, one is character they have, and 2 is communication on the field. Etienne and Sule, they started from the under-17, they went to the under-20 World Cup, they know each other very well. It's like me playing with Rabiu Mohammed in midfield or Andre Diayew. I know a lot of movement about them. So there is 1. 2, we have something in football called individual brilliance. That is why at times if the team is not doing well, then an individual will avail himself and be a hero. So individual brilliance is also good. You train with him, you play 1 or 2 games with him. At least you need to have that intelligence to know how he moves and how he controls ball. And the individual brilliance is the key to this kind of questions you are asking me.
Finally, as we wrap up on Sports Check, what's your memorable game in the national team? Which one?
2.
Okay, tell me.
One is the Under-20 World Cup, which is an obvious I will choose, and one is the goal I scored, which was nominated for Puskas Award.
Tell me more about that particular goal.
Well, it was a rehearsal at training grounds. It was Andre did it. It was a set piece, that's a corner kick. Andre will give the ball to Inkum. Inkum will give it to me. Then I will do a cross. Andre gave the ball to Inkum. Inkum gave the ball to me. The first control, I lost it, and the ball raced like this. So I didn't have an option than to go for power. Fortunately for me, it entered.
Well, who is your favorite coach in the national team? You play under different coaches. Who would you say was your favorite coach?
I have a lot of coaches. I have a good relationship with all the coaches. But the person that I would choose is Slastete.
I wanted to put that as my last question. Why would you say is your favorite coach?
Well, it was through him that I'm here today, and I passed through a lot of coaches, and the kind of encouragement, the kind of things he put in my head before the Under-20 African Cup and where I have reached, I think he has really helped me in my career. But I don't want to forget Pagwasi Fabian as well. He took me from Berlin FC, it was 2nd division. From 2nd division straight to Brekum Arsenal, which was a premier team. So these 2 coaches, I don't joke with them.
Do you sometimes feel disappointed that Salah Stete never became the Black Stars coach at the peak of his coaching career?
No, I don't feel disappointed. I think he's proud of himself, what he has achieved for the nation, and the nation will be happy for him, what he has done as well. But you know, every season with what it brings. So maybe that season, the country thinks otherwise, and it's a good choice for the country. The most important is the country, it's not the individual. But I think what he has done for Ghana, he needs to be celebrated.
He needs to be celebrated. As we wrap up on the show, final question. What's that one thing that you think Ghanaians don't know about Agyemang Badu? Your music life, actor?
Well, I'm a Shatta Movement fan. I don't hide it. I love listening to everybody, but you know, everybody have a preferred choice. But I think I love to do a lot of research about everything. Everything. Agriculture, football, politics, everything. Like, I love to do a lot of research to know a lot. But maybe when I'm playing with an opponent, yeah, I try to, every time, you know, it will be going through my mind like the style of play he plays. If he's a midfielder, he's powerful, where he's not powerful, you know. If he defends well or he's attacking midfielder, you know, I read a lot of things, but it's all based on the research. So I like to do a lot of research. Maybe that's what people don't know.
Okay. So that's how we wrap up on this edition of Sports Check here on GhanaWeb TV. My name is Joseph Adamafi, and I did this with Agyemang Badu, and Richard Van der Poel was behind the scene handling the 2 cameras. Thanks for watching. See you in another episode. Bye for now.
If you can take money and buy a diamond necklace, The people who support you, they don't even have proper water to drink. The people who are the core of your fan base, malaria is killing them, Qatar is killing them. Almost everything bad is in their area.
Welcome to the Lowdown on GhanaWeb TV. This is your most informative socio-political and personality interview program you can find online. My name is Ismail Akwe. In this edition, our guest is going to take us through some music. He's bringing energy into the studio and also going to give us some important news about his life and also give us the lowdown about his business. He's also a media personality, a poet, and all you can think about in the art industry. We'll be right back after this break. Welcome back from the break. This is the Lowdown on GhanaWeb TV. My name is Ismail Akwe, and our guest is Black Rasta. Black Rasta. It's great to have you here.
Well, it's my pleasure, you know.
You know, when I see you in your attire, you come out as Pan-Africanist, and nobody can take that away from you. Who has been sewing your clothes for you, and how many do you have?
Well, I have a number of them. I mean, I've been doing this for, you know, well over 20 years now. So, I mean, we have a number of people who, I mean, want to sew for us, and we have many more who just feel like, well, they want to support the movement. So they come on and they say, yes, so a number of them.
And does anyone style you, or do you have any special accessories that go with them, each clothes with the accessories, or you don't look at the colors?
Well, once in a while, I just pick up something and I wear, as long as it feels good and it looks good. You know, yes, I'm okay. I mean, I move more with the, power of the environment. Rather than matching the color, I match the feeling and the environment.
Yeah.
You know? Sometimes I will wear a red over some pink and over some blue. Some people will find that to be too colorful.
Yeah.
But they all admire the rainbow, so...
Rainbow? I mean, do you admire the rainbow?
I do. I do admire the rainbow.
You support the bill, or you are against the bill in Parliament against, the homosexuality bill that was tabled in Parliament?
My rainbow has nothing to do with homosexuality. My rainbow is the rainbow I see in the clouds. My rainbow is that thing that signifies the end of the flag. My rainbow is that measure of colors that will attract you at a go. It has nothing to do with man sleeping with man, nothing to do with man sleeping with animals, nothing to do with man sleeping with babies. So that is the rainbow I love and admire.
Do you support a law against man sleeping with man?
For me, I first want to understand why a man would want to sleep with a man. From my readings, it is because human beings want a certain kind of freedom as to who they can love and who they would not want to love. Reading from the past, it tells me that when a man wants to sleep with another man, it's madness. In fact, just recently, in Germany, there was a hospital for gay people, a man who wants to sleep with another man. And great philosophers attributed that to mental imbalance. I live in a country that is called Ghana, and there's a chief psychiatrist, Dr. Kwesi, who says that it is madness for a man to sleep with another man. In other words, there's a mental imbalance somewhere. If I go by what he says, then I think that a man sleeping with another man is totally abhorrent, is not normal, and for that matter, these people need to be taken to a place where they can get help, rather than supporting a bill that has to do with imbalance of the mind.
So no jail, but hospital?
Jail, no jail at all. I mean, somebody is not well, and then you take the person to jail. It's almost like the drug addicts that we have. But because of the silly laws we have in this country, because our laws were bequeathed to us by racists who were uncircumcised, we all sit back and support these laws without putting our faculties, to the wheel. It is very sad, my brethren, that somebody is hooked on drugs. He needs help, then you throw him in jail. Same way, if homosexuality is supposed to be an imbalance upstairs, then the homosexual needs help. Rather than jailing I don't support it at all. Jail for what? No.
Yeah.
Do you take the malaria patient to the hospital, or you take the malaria patient to jail? If I have TB, is my place the jailhouse or the hospital? We have to think. You see, it's the same thing I keep talking about animal rights. You see, a lion who has been kept so hungry, the lion would not eat until polo grounds a horse is sick. And they think the horse is dying. Then they call zoo. Hey, there's a horse here that is dying. Then they come and carry the sick animal and give to the lion to eat. A lion that can go around the whole big jungle is now limited to a small tiny cage, a prison that I call it. You see that? You have starved the lion. You have taken the freedom of the king of the jungle. You have depressed the king of the jungle. And a certain man jumps into his cave. And boom, something happens. And people are making noise all over. They are not looking at the rights of the animal. We have people who catch the animal, slaughter it, and eat it.
What kind of zoo do you want to see in Ghana? Because our zoos are all confined.
Hallelujah. I don't want to see zoo. Zoos are a prison. Human beings go to prison when they are culpable. Human beings go to prison when they are seen to have broken a certain law that is prisonable. Human beings go to jail because they commit a certain crime. What crime has the lion committed? What crime has the zebra committed? The crime is that it lives in the jungle. Therefore, because of human greed, we want to see the lion, and we don't want to go to the home of the lion and see the lion. So we bring the lion from the jungle into our home, imprison it, and come to look at it anytime we want. And you want to go to heaven. Which heaven? Which God is going to put you in heaven? You are a wicked sadist.
We make millions of dollars from tourism.
Oh, yes, they do. They call it like cheddar. There's a self-styled millionaire called Cheddar that I met over the weekend. He brought in some white lions. They call them rare lions. Rare breed. Detected them and declawed them. It was published on GhanaWeb. We all saw it.
Yeah.
Detected them and declawed them.
The neighbors called for,
because the lions were there crying. My brother, the lion's power is in his claws and his teeth. It is a hunting animal.
What did you tell Cheddar when you met him about the lions?
I said it several times over and over. I said, look, Cheddar, you have been cruel to these animals. You are saying that you want to help the tourism of Ghana. Nobody needs this. If tourism is all about taking the freedom of the animal, then we are a barbaric people who have come together with our barbarism to make money from. Who wants that? My brother, if you want to see the lion, go to the home of the lion. If you want to see the zebra, go to the land of the zebra. There are helicopters. Sit in them, fly over the jungle and say, oh, this is the lion, this is the tiger, this is the this. See? You can have cameras that can capture them and you come and watch. Rather than bringing them, dictating them, declawing them, and you think that you are smart. Hey, yeah, you have the swag. Your swag is in hell. You are going straight to hell.
Anyway, Black Rasta, have you always been free? I saw a picture of you and Raskimono. You posted it yourself. Wearing a very long tie. And he had his dreadlocks. Have you always been like that before you grew your dreadlocks and became the Kuchoko artist?
Well, I come from a family where father was quite able. He had money. You know, I came from that kind of family where I could eat anything I wanted to eat, flow wherever I wanted to flow, just make the grades. My father was a teacher, mother teacher. I had books, all kinds of books. In fact, I started reading books for universities when I was just getting out of primary school. So at least I was exposed to a lot of these things. So dreadlocks out of my family. You see, you must wear a tie. I was the first little boy to wear a tie in the Zongo, in Tamale, the Moshi Zongo. In my area in Moshizongo, it was only Christians who wore a tie, and it's a predominant Muslim area. So if you wear a tie, it means that you are Christian. You are going to hell. That's the kind of, mentality we had then.
Yeah.
But now things have changed. So growing up, I got exposed to, a few conscious people, and I understood that animals have rights. I understood that I must not eat meat to be handsome and healthy.
At what age did you become conscious? Would you call yourself conscious?
Well, I'll say the consciousness started hitting me when I was growing up. I started realizing that, I was privileged and others weren't. And I wanted to understand why. Then my father told me their parents did not take the right decision. They did not go into real life. They were lazy, some of them. See? Went into it, but at the university, I met some great Rasta people, like Hope Singh Jekwo, called Ras Shao from the Volta region, Ras Bumba, and some other Rastas. We used to sit down and reason, what Rasta would say, reason, whilst people puffed their thing and blew the air into the skies. We sat down and then we reasoned, and I picked up the bits and pieces. And I decided that no, I don't want that comfortable life anymore. I don't want the life of the tie. I don't want the life of kun fire kun. Anything you want, it comes. Hey, this it can now. I want to live a life that will teach me lessons, not the easy life. The road that is so smooth and so easy hits the brick wall.
Is that when you dropped Islam?
I never dropped Islam. Once a Muslim, you are always a Muslim.
Okay.
Saying, why should you drop Islam? Islam is a beautiful religion that I love. But I grew out of religion. I was religious. Friday, wear long jalabia, hold your tasbih, Ya Allah, Ya Muhammad, Ya Allah, Ya Muhammad, Ya Allah, Ya Muhammad. Go and pray and go. Sunday, go to the church. I grew out of it. Now, the God that I worship is a God that created me out of himself. So when I worship God, I worship myself. When I worship myself, I worship God. It might be deep for some people to understand, but I grew out of religion. I do not belong to religions that slaughter and eat animals at random. I do not belong to any religion that cannot go to God until you wash your face and you wash your hand. No, that's religion.
So you are not religious at
all?
all?
No, sir.
And what are
sir. I am spiritual. There's a difference between spirituality and religiousness. Religiousness is, hey, pray, it's time to go and pray. Hey, you wash your hand. Hey, then you go and sit down and pray. Hey, it's time to go to church. Then you run, you are in the church. That's religion. Spirituality is when inside I feel like, hey, I need to connect with my creator. Whether I'm sitting on the WC or I'm having a doggy style with my woman, I have to start praying. Oh Father, I thank you. I thank you. I thank you for this moment. I don't know why it is in me that I have to pray, but I am praying. Whatever it is, bring it out in me. Let me connect with you. Why should I belong to a religion that has to dictate to me when to connect with my creator?
Does that mean you are not a Rastafarian?
I don't know what it is to say Rastafarian, but what I know is that I am not religious, I am spiritual. I wear my locks because I realize that it's a certain consciousness. Remember, I started by saying consciousness, not religion. So some Rasta people will tell you Haile Selassie is God. I don't belong to that. No, sir. Some Rastas will tell you if you don't smoke Ntampe, then you are not Rasta. I don't smoke Ntampe. So if you say I'm not Rasta, take your Rasta head. You see, take it. What we have done for Rasta, the so-called Rastas who smoke Ntampe and worship Haile Selassie will live in this world for 1,000 years and will never be able to achieve that. That is where my excitement is, brethren. When I was raised as a Muslim, I couldn't touch the Quran until I went to pray. And I asked myself, so if I am dying and my life depends on falling on the Quran and holding it, and I've not performed ablution, it means I can't touch it? Things like that kept flowing through my head. And then I started thinking about the Bible, thinking about this. And I told myself that, hey, religion is not for you. So I decided to be unreligious but spiritual.
Were you a popular person in KNUST?
Well, I would say that I was one of the most handsome on campus, so my face caught a lot of people. I didn't have dreadlocks, but I had a unique face that people said I had Chinese eyes, and a lot of the girls liked my Chinese eyes. But I was so shy, I could never approach any girl. And because of my philosophies, people would gossip and you would get popular. But I became more popular when I started singing. Agro, also trying, came to the university campus, and I was invited to come and perform.
You started from Agro?
Agro. And I started jumping and doing my things, and some of them say, woo! You know, and I was also on campus radio, firing reggae and throwing all the fire. In those days, reggae was all about consciousness and spirituality and the intellect. Now a lot of people get into it because they have no job, so it's a default. See, but in my days you had to know the Bible, you had to know history, you had to know the Quran before you sit and open the reggae mic and say Jah. That is why up till now I don't see any competitor to Black Rasta, and it's unfortunate. I'm graying right now. I'm getting some grace in my beard and my mustache. 47. 2 days to come on 2nd September. I'm going to be 48. Where are the other ones coming up?
Are you referring to the whole reggae genre, or you are just referring to conscious reggae music?
I'm talking about reggae on radio.
On radio?
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
We don't seem to have anybody. This is a guy who sits on radio. He's talking history. This is a guy who is talking entertainment. This is a guy who is playing his own music and talking. This is a guy who is talking wisdom in terms of motivation, all in one. Probably I am the only mainstream radio presenter in Ghana, maybe Africa, who doesn't have a DJ. There's nobody who sits to play music for me. Say, I don't have guests. I am my own guest. 1 man million. I sit and I'm doing everything. If it's history, I'm talking history. If it's entertainment, I'm firing. It's just 4 hours and it comes like it's 20 minutes.
How do you read? How do you learn? Do you have a lot of books? How do you do it?
Well, I'm a book master. I love books, honestly, because my father and mother were teachers, you know. So I love books. I read anything in print, I read it. Sometimes I wake up, GhanaWeb, I read all the stories from business to, I just read. Because there's some kind of clock in my head that keeps ticking, tick-tock, 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 and tells me that, hey, read this quickly. You are going to go out and somebody's going to ask you a question that is answered here. So finish it. Sometimes I finish and then it comes again, new story has come up, update. And I end up, but I'm a reader. I love to read.
How is family life for you right now? You have your own family. How many children do you have?
Well, the children that I can count, I think I have. How many do I have? I have 4, yes.
4 children?
4, yes.
Are they like you?
I forget, yeah.
Are they like you?
Unfortunately, my first child is not like me. He's a little slow and sometimes I get worried. I sit back and I'm like, sometimes I want to pick up a cane and creep him up into action. Because you must be a lion. This is a very terrible world where people eat people. You understand? It's like the Rasta man says, dog name dog. It's a dog eat dog situation. So if you want to be more and slow, people will eat you. Your father is a lion. You must be a lion.
But are you not the one supposed to give that child the training?
Well, sometimes training is not enough. Sometimes orientation is not enough. Sometimes they grow into it. Because I know that I grew into it, but very early. I pray that he gets into it. We are doing our best.
Yeah.
But the other ones are okay. They are picking up the vibes and, they are pushing the vibes strong and hot. And
the music?
The music.
You play music at home a lot?
Oh my God. We play a lot of music at home. And I record a lot of music. In fact, I listen to my music sometimes and I say that Ghana is very unfair. In fact, the kind of music I record, I don't have peers. Nah. The melodies I record. But I still have some Ghanaians who say, oh, this guy don't know music, don't know nothing, so noisy they make. And I say, Father, forgive them for they know not. When I die, then they can say, hey, Charlie Paddy, in hot too. Charlie, if you black rasta music with that, how come I never hear? Because we're an idiot. Idiots will not dig and find the real stuff. They are listening to noise that is inundating the airwaves. That's what they are ready for. They are not ready for research. No. The ordinary Ghanaian, the average Ghanaian is not a research animal. No. He consumes what is given to him. He doesn't pick and choose. No. The music I record, my brother, sometimes I sympathize with myself where that energy comes and I record that. Right now, I've recorded like 60 songs, 3 albums. And I want to release them. Because you don't know when you go home. You keep them and sleep on them. Now, I release them. My brother, I'm doing really good music.
That's great information you've given us. And we'll take a break. We'll come back to the music. We'll come back to the idiots. And we'll come back to the future of Black Rasta. This is the Lowdown on GhanaWeb TV. My name is Ismail Akwe. We'll be right back after this break. Welcome back from the break. This is the Lowdown on GhanaWeb TV. My name is Ismail Akwe and our guest is Black Rasta. So Black Rasta, you were telling us about the music and how people don't appreciate the music and how much music you make in a short time. Besides reggae, do you listen to any other genre?
Yes, I do. I love African music. I listen a lot to African music and I play African music on radio as well. I mean, now we have Afrobeat. I mean, I listen to Afrobeat. Fela.
Without the S.
Without the S. I listen to Afrobeats as well.
Okay.
From the new generation. I listen to rap. I'm not a big fan of hip hop. But I listen to Hip Life, Reggie Rockstone. But basically my music is reggae. And I listen to some selected dancehall. The old kind of dancehall. Now the new dancehall doesn't impress me at all because I think it's just trash.
Oh, you don't listen to Stonebwoy?
No, well, I mean, Stonebwoy doesn't really do dancehall like that. Stonebwoy is more of Afro dancehall.
Okay.
Mix. I love Stonebwoy's music, but I do not listen to Jamaican trash that they call dancehall. Now, in the days, I would listen to Kote Ranks. See? I would listen to Nado Ranks, Shabba Ranks, and all the wonderful artists. Super Cat, Silver Cat, and Yellow Man, my all-time favorite. Beanie Man and all that. But now, they are doing something they call trap dancehall. It's hip-hop laced.
Yeah.
You just hear hi-hat. Then one dead drum beat. Dead as in, it's not live. And that kind of music doesn't. And they put in a lot of effects and it's like rats that are running around and squeaking and I'm not interested.
You had a lot of backlash when you released your Amapiano song and you even responded. Is it because of some of these sentiments you've shared?
Exactly that. You see, if I was lying, you would have cut these pants down. I love African music. When I travel to South Africa and I see the way the South Africans are enjoying their music and doing it, I'm a big fan of Qom. Correct pronunciation, Qom. G-Q-O-M. They say it with a click of the tongue. Jerusalem is Qom. See? Ting, 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 ting. That's boom. I love it. Amapiano is not too much my kind of music. I love boom, but Amapiano along the line, yes, it's easy music to make. Easy music to make. I can make 1 million Amapiano songs in 1 hour. 1 million. All you need is a small hook. You don't need verses. And hey, 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 hey. That's how it goes.
And did it work for you?
Well, yes. I mean, I'm a versatile artist. I've recorded high life. See, I've recorded dancehall. I've even recorded, maybe I'm the first Ghanaian artist in contemporary times to record soca and then calypso. I travel a lot. I was in Guyana and they were enjoying the soca and calypso. I said, hey, I'm going to record this. I love it. And when I came, I recorded 1 or 2. But if you observe me, you will realize that I just touch and go. That's not my main genre. So I drop 1 or 2. Like Bob Marley would experiment with a rock guitar. But you won't find that in too many of his songs. It means, oh, I'm just experimenting. I won't call myself an Amapiano artist or a high life artist. No, that's not me. I am a Kuchoko artist. See? I am a Kuchoko artist. Reggae music plus African music gives you Kuchoko. That's who I am.
Thief President. Is it a Kuchoko album?
Yes, it's a Kuchoko song. Yes, it is. Thief President, why a thief, sir? Thief man, why a thief, sir? The people, they must suffer, but you don't care, sir. Thief man, why a thief, sir? Hear this. Mr. President, why you dey lie so? Before election, you tell me you be in jail. When you sick, you run go a London. When we sick, oh, we die for Kolebo. Mr. President, why you wicked so? Tell me how you dey sleep at night, oh.
The album art of Thief President is very suggestive. I mean, there are very familiar faces there.
Oh, yes.
Do you think they are also getting closer to the thievery?
Of course. I mean, you know, Black Rasta, I don't hide my things. I've said it time and again that I don't like this president. Nana Akufo-Addo is the worst president we have had in this country. And he's not ashamed of his track record. He keeps going around laughing at himself. You see, I told you that I love to read. When I was a little boy reading, there was this character I read about called Don Quixote. Don Quixote. And Quixote is spelled Quixote. Don Quixote was a man who was seeing things which were not there. He said, I've seen 10 million soldiers coming. I'm going to fight them. You pick a spear. Hey, I've killed 20 of them so far. Hey, I see a lion. I'm going to kill the lion. I've killed the lion. You see, living an abstract life. That is Nana Addo. He sees things that do not exist. Your ministers have all flopped. Oh, your own party people are telling you, oh, Charlie, do something. I'm not. No, me, never. I like what they are doing. They are the best. You are building a cathedral. Today I was reading from GhanaWeb. Said, oh, now we don't have money to continue with the cathedral. So you've stopped what? Build it. Go and build that cathedral. Well-meaning Ghanaians told you that living. You said you made a promise to God. That's the religion I'm talking about. You want to build a cathedral. When you are sick, you are in London. Your finance minister is in London treating his puffy face. We are here. Look at how Wache died. You reported it. Are you happy? The man who sat and stood and laid on your campaign stage. He died like a little fowl in one of these hospitals. It's sad. He was on my show before he passed on. And I asked him some of his sentiments. You could just see. The guy was gone. I don't want to die like that. I don't want my children to die like that. So I have to voice it out and try to change it.
Without fear?
No, sir.
Or even summoned by parliament?
Oh, Jesus have mercy.
By a court?
You see, where we have reached now, we grow. Where we have reached now, it's not about the court. It's not about the parliament house. Now, parliament has ridiculed itself right now to the point that people think that parliament is a joke. And I think Ghana parliament is a joke. It is a joke. Look what they are there doing. Grown-ass men are punching each other's pot bellies and chewing ballot paper like goats and sheep. Is that the parliament you want to see? Look at the judiciary. Ex-President Mahama just came out and said that it's a ridicule that they call them unanimous FC. They are interested in eating goat meat as an ass exposed. Is this the judiciary I want to see? I say this, they say come to parliament and explain what. Next time they call me, I will not even bother go.
You don't believe that
even if I go, what I will say there, Bridging, they won't like it.
You don't believe if dialogue fails, force must be applied? Because parliament, they judge or they argue and put together the laws and everything. Sometimes it doesn't work out.
So they have to...
If you were in parliament, what would you do when it's not working?
Punch. Oh my God, have mercy. I mean, it's all about the discourse. Your ideas will not be taken every time. People have voted you from the constituencies for you to represent them in good faith. Then you go and turn yourselves into bukom bankom, boxing each other night and day. Who are you serving? The people or yourselves? In our country, we are so partisan. We are only interested in the political parties and not in the welfare of the people. That is why they are busily trying to break the eight when our necks are breaking.
So talking about welfare, if you were president for a day, what would you do within that period?
I will not build a road. I'm not going to build no hospital. I'm not going to build nothing. I'm going to build the minds of the people. Minds. What we lack the most is not hospitals. Is this. Rewire the minds of the people. When Nkrumah fought for the independence of this country, the very first words he mentioned after saying the independence of Ghana is meaningless, blah, 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 he said, now that we have the independence, we must change our attitudes. The problem of Ghana is attitude now. We do not have what is called patriotism in us anymore. That's why a Ghanaian can trample his own country's flag. That's why a Ghanaian will stow away in a very dangerous ship to America, that he will go through Lampedusa and be slaughtered like a chicken, all because he wants to enter the white man's land. I did not bargain for this. We are too blessed to be cursed. Look at the gold, look at the diamond, look at the... We just discovered lithium in Cape Coast, in those areas. My brother, this will amount to nothing. Today I saw, what's his name? What's that guy's name? The Magdan saying that salt in Songo salt is going to be the solution to Ghana's economic stabilization. And I said, this guy is a joker. Somebody should tell him the truth. Your gold couldn't save your economy. Your diamond couldn't save your economy. Demolishing that place there did not solve the economic problem of the country. It's Songo salt, that bloody salt. Salt that he has gone to take. Political goodwill and goodwill from some careless chiefs, some of who have lost their faculties. I was there, I recorded all of them. What is the history of the Songo salt? What is the history? Why would one man come and divert the history of the Songo salt? Now you are saying that that is what is going to help the Ghanaian economy. I say these guys are jokers. They manipulate the people's minds. That's why I said if I was president, I would deal with the people's minds. Patriotism right from the start, like they do in Japan, like they do in China, like they do in America, like they do in England. Here we are only investing in big buttocks and big breasts. Go take an injection so it becomes big. I saw, who was that? Bintu dancing with who, and I saw comments there. I said, hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Right now, it's not about talent. It's not about what you have upstairs. It's about what you have downstairs.
Won't you pay her to dance to your song?
She's a beautiful girl. If I have her, I will be happy because she's beautiful. Trust me. She's a beautiful girl. Nice shape, nice face, but I think it's overemphasized.
A lot of women dance to your songs and you share them.
Look at the ladies who come. Like I said, I would put her in my music if there was an opportunity. But it is overemphasized.
Okay.
When women dance to my music, watch how they do it. It's all about the culture. It's all about the beauty of Africa. It's not about concentrating on one or two parts of the body. Shake, 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 and that's it. It's done. So where do we go? My little 4-year-old growing up doesn't have it. She doesn't have hair. She's growing. So where are you going to place her? She will look for a surgeon, take injections, blow it, and there's a next big star who is looking for her to come and shake it in her music. No, that is too lowly. You are only good because of your body parts. Where are you going with that? You are only good because of your body parts. Hey, that is dangerous. You should be good because of your character, good because of what you have upstairs. Because those body parts there. Anyway, let me not say so people will say that he disrespects women.
Anyway, Black Rasta, you are on Class FM now.
Yeah, that's right.
You moved from xylophone. You don't want to say so much about it. You started a YouTube show.
Yeah.
Blackpot.
Yeah, that's right.
On YouTube, which is also doing well. You are doing it concurrently with the Class FM show.
Yeah.
How is that going?
Well, it's going good. You see, I'm a hard-working human being. I work really, really hard, and I do my best. So yeah, it's a lot of ideas. You bring this, you bring that. You listen to people as well. You know, I don't just read a story on a blog. I look at the comments as well. Much as Ghanaians like to play and misbehave and insult almost anybody. Sometimes I see my stories published there. For instance, Black Rasta has gone to pick up an award for maybe flying to space. First comment, somebody will write, say, Teniba. Next comment, you know, with this foolish guy where that day, as he say, they walk like rabbit from my area. What has that got to do with my flying to the space? What has that got to do with it? That's why you have the Agyemang Badu and the rest controlling the universe. Papa no all over the place. Right now, it's not about... When I was growing up, there was brilliant maths and science quiz. Right now, they have turned it into a comedy. When I was growing, what do you know was there? When I was growing, speech and prize giving days were there. When I was growing, debating and drama clubs were there. Today, it's about beauty, body beauty. Where are you taking that to? No disrespect to whoever wants to be a prostitute. Continue. This prostitution, Bridget.
Prostitution?
Yes. Go on social media.
You're dancing on TikTok?
Check it out. When a prostitute is dancing, you can tell the difference from when somebody is dancing out of happiness. It's all about like that, selfie, and open it and what dancing is that? Breast dance? See, like that. shake, yeah. Hit at them. Hey, hi. Oh, nice, good. They hit back at you. Hey. Yeah. It's sad, Bridget.
So, what do you know is on TV anyway? It's still on TV, on GTV.
What do you know?
Yes, it's still on GTV. I saw it airing there. Yeah.
It's lost its steam because they will not give it the prime time that it deserves and all that. Well, it's a conversation for another day.
Well, you went to the US. You taught for a while.
Yeah.
Why didn't you stay there with all the problems that Ghana has?
God would have cursed me and put me in hell. Because my duty is to be able to raise the African youth. That's why God created me. I came here to rewire the minds of a lot of African people. The Americans are already there in their own capacity. Then I'll go and join them because I have a privilege to meet Obama. And I have a privilege to have a citizenship and some other things. No, I won't take it. I go there. If there's an opportunity to teach Pan-Africanism, I teach. Yet the university said, stay, we love what you are doing. You are an exceptional teacher. Because whilst other teachers would come into the classroom or lecture halls with, what's that thing called? Spray something on it.
Projector?
Projector. And then I came into the class with just a board and a marker. You know, spelling and writing everything and talking with action. And they had never seen that. It's like primitive to them, but the action, the power in it. They loved it and they wanted that kind of variety. But I told them it's time to go home and talk to my African people. And I left.
And you are happy right now?
Very, very happy.
Being home than in America?
Being home, putting pressure on the dirty leadership that we have across Africa to change. Yeah.
Ukraine-Russia war, they say is the cause of our problems in the country. You are also a social commentator. On your show, you talk about a lot of these problems and you bring the African consciousness to bear when you're talking about some of these things. Do you believe the Ukraine-Russian war is the direct cause of our problem in the country?
It's a shame, honestly. When Nkrumah was overthrown and he spoke from Guinea, one of the things he said was that we brought you independence. We were just at the threshold of getting you economic independence and you kicked out this government. It's a shame. You see, why would one country be fighting? That's Ukraine, and there's no wheat in the world. Why would one country be fighting and there's a whole lot of problems? There are so many problems all over. Meanwhile, Ghana can fight Cote d'Ivoire for as long as it likes. Tanzania can come and join and fight. Nigeria will come and join and fight. And nothing will happen to the world. How useless are you? You are adding nothing to humanity. Nkrumah wanted to change the whole Congo Valley. Change its arability into food. But we removed him. It hurts me, I'm telling you. Hey, small Ukraine is fighting. It used to be part of Russia, broke away. And now that is what is controlling the world. Then we are in trouble. It's lazy politics and lazy politicians who say that.
Well, this is the lowdown on GhanaWeb TV. We are talking to Black Rasta. We'll be right back and we'll talk about some other things, including Dr. Ewan. I don't know if Black Rasta got any of the flask for an award, and also if he is even getting awards elsewhere. We'll talk more about that after this break. Welcome back from the break. This is the lowdown on GhanaWeb TV. My name is Ismail Akwe. Our guest is Black Rasta. Black Rasta, you're a big celebrity. Do you accept that?
Well, I mean, it depends on who is talking and who sees me as one. There are people who see me as trash. See? You know, I do not have control over what people think about me. Yeah. But I think that whoever I have touched positive will, even if not now, accept it, would accept it later. Some people, because of ego, no matter how positive you are and they know you are positive, they still want you to feel like you are trash. But for me, I think that I'm doing my very best for the nation.
So when it comes to celebrities and also their significance in the country, what do you think celebrities should do? We have a lot of actors, we have musicians, and some of them are supporting politicians because they think that's how they can give back to the nation. What do you think is the role of celebrities?
Well, I think that if a celebrity, that word simply means somebody who is celebrated. Celebrity. A celebrated person. Ask yourself, am I worth celebrating? If yours is to follow politicians and push them into power to come and cheat the very people that you are singing against. I heard some celebrities, so-called celebrities, say that, oh, I'm not the one to train people's children. Yes, you might be right, but you have a responsibility. See? Say, oh, my music, I sing anything. It's not for me to train anybody's child. You are not being responsible. For me, I'll be so ashamed if at the end of the day my music does not bring out a certain level of positivity that will help change the nation. Then why am I here? Yes, celebrities have a lot to do. You have a lot of following. What are you doing with that following? That's why I keep talking about Shatawale time after time. You supposedly have a huge following. But what are you teaching that following? is insults and foolishness and fooling and all over the place. That's what you're doing. You see, I have this gold chain, I have that necklace, I have this. So what?
Isn't that show business?
Well, show business must come with a certain level of responsibility. Yes, you are saying that the people who support you are in the ghetto. Do they have that? If you can take money and buy a diamond necklace, the people who support you, they don't even have proper water to drink. The people who are the core of your fan base, malaria is killing them, Qatar is killing them. Almost everything bad is in their area. What have you done? I would feel as a failed celebrity or an artist if I would wear a necklace that is made of diamond and my key supporters are those who are in the ghetto suffering. I must be seen doing something for them before I can do something even for myself. Have you built a hospital for them? If you ask him this question, he will say, am I the president? Why am I paying taxes? You claim you have it. You claim you are so rich. What legacy do you want to leave behind? A legacy of hoarding money and dying and going away and living it after living comfortably? How about the core people who are supporting you? Have you cleaned their gutters? Have you brought them together to teach them how to clean their environment? Have you bought them shovels and pickaxes? It's all about, I got this, I got this. Me, I get 20 cars. So me, my house, I get 20 swimming pool for inside. It's too infantile. Celebrity should grow beyond that. Recently, Jackie Appiah also showed her house and all those. I'm happy for her. I speak with her. Oh, nice. Nice. I don't know what kind of suffering she went through to be able to build that. So I am happy for her. See, she's not a boastful kind of person. She showed her house. You understand? I believe in growing in the quiet. My people have a saying that you see that lizard with a red head, that it hides itself so that the head can grow red. The lizard that does not hide its head, for it to grow red, it dies early. To come out and be doing this. And, hey, children, hey, pop! It's gone. It will hide itself. It's a proverb. Did the Gombe say it? Bandwa Swarlo Zokar Mora. Bandwa is the lizard. It hides its head so it becomes red. So ubenyina chair.
So is it right for them to also support politicians?
It's not right. You don't know your work. I know when I said, oh, you went and supported Obama. Hey, is it because Obama will be Ghanaian? I said, because you don't know. I am a Pan-Africanist. You understand? Everything black that is positive, I want to support it. It's different. You are supporting a politician so that he can support you. When some of the artists had the chance to meet Nana Akufo-Addo, what did they say? Buy me a car. I will feel so sad if I ever told that man that. You know what I would say? Nima is struggling. Please, we need something there. As for me, I can take care of myself. If you watch Titanic, when that guy was dying, what did he tell the wife or the lady or the girlfriend? Say, go! Say, I am a survivor. I'm a survivor. I can survive. The people who I'm not sure can survive are those I'm asking you to go and help. That's what it is. God is not giving the money to the people who can support the people. He's giving it to people who have no brains. That's why the Nigerians say, money don't miss road. Yeah. God is not making people who have wisdom presidents. He is making idiots presidents. God is not giving some of the things to some people who can really change the world. He's giving it to people who can do nothing. For a reason, I will ask God one day when I meet him.
You are a Pan-Africanist, as I said earlier, and you follow African politics as well.
For real?
Yes, and you saw the election in Kenya.
Yeah, I did.
Is that a standard election to you?
Kenya has always been full of problems, you know. From the days of Jomo Kenyatta all the way down. Kenya, such a beautiful country. its biggest export is tourism. I watched how Uhuru Kenyatta and how all those people messed up this country. And I saw how people were killed in broad daylight, all because of elections. Before their elections, America announced that its citizens should start moving out. Why? Is it a war zone? But that's how they degraded that country. That election was nothing but a fraudulent election, just like many other African elections.
They record 101% of the votes in total.
Can you believe this?
It's being contested by the main opposition leader.
Fraudulent. Right from the start, fraudulent. And it's been happening all across Africa. I don't know why.
Is there any single African president you can pick as a model president that other presidents should follow?
Some of them have passed on.
Can we talk about the living
ones?
And then maybe later we'll talk about the dead.
Magufuli just went away a couple of years ago.
You support Magufuli?
Oh, yes. Magufuli was positive in several different ways as compared to the rest of them.
So you accept that there were challenges like the media?
Of course. Okay. Of course, he had that. Just like the Rwandan president.
Kagame.
He also has a problem with... Kagame is not my favorite, but he has been able to do positive things that I would sit back and say, okay, he has done some bad ones, like there's no media freedom. People are abducted and killed because they are political opponents, including gospel artists. See, he's fighting political families that he thinks are a threat to him. But I love Kagame for the reason that he was able to raise the country from the ashes, from the cinders, all the way into a certain space that England finds attractive to bring its unwanted immigrants to. Look at Rwanda now. What's the population of Rwanda? Like 11 million people. But when you check Rwanda, there is no day a driver would give money to a policeman and say, oh, take it and let me go. Like it happens in Ghana in broad daylight. Kagame is not joking. I love him for that. He's brought discipline into his country. In Rwanda, you cannot bribe anybody. Try it and see. In Rwanda, they are beginning to have bullet trains. A country that just came back from a civil war that took the lives of about 1 million people. For a very long time, we did not even have a word called genocide. Kofi Annan could not believe that the mayhem in Rwanda had to be called a genocide. Hutus, Tutsis, it happened. But today, Hutus and Tutsis are dancing hand in hand. Forget it. They say, don't tell and don't listen. Don't ask and don't tell. We have forgotten it. We are one Rwandan people. That is enough. Yes, he has its negatives. But I think that these ones, you can't find 100% president. I think that he's not bad at all.
Who is your worst president alive?
Worst president alive. Hallelujah. There are a number of them. Let me see. Out of the worst president, let me find the worst. They are there. A lot of them. Some of them have died and they are in hell right now. Like Mobutu Sese Seko, he is in hell, that I know. Yes. And I know that Yadima is also in hell. No two ways about that. Now, the next people to join him in hell. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hey, there is this guy.
Which country?
My God. Kai.
Cameroon?
Cameroon.
Paul Biya.
Paul Biya. In fact, he will be the class prefect in hell for all these people. I just did a song and it's called Bastard Boy Biya. We just finished shooting the video, edited. We will release it on GhanaWeb. Paul Biya, Mr. Biya. Paul Biya is a bastard boy, Dotty Biya. You bastard. Paul Biya is a bastard boy. See, I cry for kwa. Yawunde Douala. It's a very emotional song. Because of the language you speak, they gun you down. Language. You can speak English in Cameroon. Paul Biya will gun you down. How old is Paul Biya? He's heading towards 90 in a year or two. When he's walking, they have to carry him like that. He's president for 40 years. Paul Biya doesn't live in Cameroon. He lives in Switzerland. Why? He says the country is ruling that is called Cameroon. The weather is not good for his skin. So he goes to Switzerland and he's in a hotel called what? He's in there. 5-star hotel. Chilling. And the Swiss people are happy taking the African money from a bastardized African. It's sad. Now they are trying to break away. The breakaway faction is called Amazonia. They want to do it because my brethren are being killed. I don't want to go too much into the histories, but the way they came together, they thought that they would have been good. Paul Biya is killing them after taking out Amadou Ahidjo, taking over the whole place. The whole place is chaka 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 chaka.
So does Paul Biya make Akufo-Addo look good?
Yes. Yes. Akufo-Addo is a bad president. But I would prefer Akufo-Addo to Paul Biya. That is true. Oh, nobody is shooting us in Ghana like that. You can speak any language you want. Nobody shoots you down. There's a certain level of press freedom, even though this man has come to bring it down. Paul Biya, you can't utter a word.
Akufo-Addo versus Museveni.
Museveni is another dictator, terrible dictator. Very bad dictator. He's a bad man who is also abducting people left, right, and center. Akufo-Addo is better than him. But I am on Akufo-Addo because he's the president of my country. When Togo, La Côte d'Ivoire, Benin, and all those countries are seemingly smiling in one way or the other, we are still blaming Ukraine, Russia, COVID for our woes. That is an irresponsible president. He's a president who has no wisdom. Nana Akufo-Addo is an arrogant president who will not listen to his own party people. That's why I don't like him. He's the worst president we have had in this country. How do you compare Akufo-Addo to Museveni and Paul Biya when we had our independence long before Cameroon was even born? We had our Nkrumah went all the way to Boya in Cameroon to be able to bring them together. Nkrumah was the champion of Africa. So if now people are comparing other African presidents to you who had your independence earlier, then you are a joker. You should have been long gone. But you are marking time and marching backwards. That's what it is, my brother. Okay. So you mentioned Dr. UN. You are not interested in it anymore, right?
Thank you very much for reminding me that. I forgot about Dr. UN.
There's a song that I like. Dr. UN, Wakasa. Wakasa, Wakasa, Amagana, Sinura, Wakasa, you know, that kind of thing. And it is done by a comedian. He's a guy, when you meet, you will like.
Yeah.
The dental style, the uniqueness of his dental style. He's always smiling.
He excites people.
Excites people. I love him.
So everything that he says, is that true? Do you believe all of it?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know.
But you know he went to GhanaWeb TV and he did all of that.
Everything he says is true. But I was with him at UST and he was at CAT. I think he was one floor down from the studio.
Yeah.
But he was always in the studio. Sometimes I go to play my reggae and I wanted all of them out. He would hide at the back trying to fix something. I said, sir, please, could you excuse me? You know, he was always in the studio. You know, that was what he was. So at the point I asked somebody, Charlie, this guy, into be student. Say, yeah, social guy be that. Social science, social guy be that. You know, but he was always in the studio and I wondered if he was going for lectures at all. He's always laughing. Even alone, he'll be laughing. So I asked another brother, Black Uhuru, wherever you are, big up yourself. I asked him, this guy, is he okay? He's always laughing, even if he's alone, walking alone, laughing. He said, hey, so there be Irie man. No? Irie man. I said, well, so when I heard Dr. Ewan, till I saw the photograph, I said, you know, Wyclef be this. Wyclef, you know. But you see, this brings us to a certain point where we prejudice people because he looks the way he looks. Somebody would say, oh, then he couldn't have achieved this, he couldn't have achieved that. I have said it and it was published in GhanaWeb. I would prefer his award to VGMA. I will prefer his award to 4 awards, 5 awards. I would prefer that to those awards. Because those awards, you have to vote. You are buying them. Up to this time, we have not come to that reality that we are selling the awards by voting. Why? Is it hard to understand? If you go to school and pi x plus sigma this and this is equal to this, and you are able to crack it and do it, and you don't understand basics that people are voting, paying money, and you are not even ashamed when they don't win, you tell them, hey, you didn't vote enough. Then what kind of award is that? Your GhanaWeb Awards is better awards. Next time award me, I'll come and take it. These are awards that will pinpoint people and say, hey, we see that this person is doing good, that person is doing. But if you guys are also voting, then it's on to you. Any award that goes through voting, especially when people pay money to vote, is a fake award. You are buying the awards. It's better to pinpoint. It's okay, we've shortlisted these people. And our panelists sat and then they chose that person. On the day of the award, okay, the shortlisting, this person, that person, that person. But when our panelists voted, they selected this person. That's an award. Not pay and vote. So I have removed myself from any award that has to do with pay and vote and buy the award. We've spoken to them. They banned me. VGMA banned me before because they said I spoke too much. Now I have banned myself.
So if you are nominated, you're out.
No, they can't nominate me. I did that to RTP. I told RTP, listen, do not nominate me anymore because you guys are still voting. Of course, in the past we did that. That consciousness did not hit us. We were too excited to have the fans show that they love us. Forgetting that, you know, there are some things you do, then you come back and say, okay, like this. Like a friend of mine, Shatarako, he called me this morning and said, oh, Rasta. He was all teary. Wagwan. I wanted to, you know, the happy person that I've always been. But he was solemn. What happened? Charlie, I bought a parrot last week. As I bring the parrot come, they put down for cage where they give them food where they chop. The food say, you know, they like, but I do, they chop. Because that be what they chop. My daughter can't tell me, say, the parrot, they sick. But the day before, it do me like, make the parrot go. Because, you know, they look happy. But I don't make it go. My daughter can't tell me, say, they sick. I go look at the parrot die. Then I remember the thing they talk for, the radio top and things. Sometimes you have it in you, but somebody has to wake it up. That's how it is. You should never keep an animal, especially a wild animal, that enjoys its freedom. So Dr. Ewan went to UST. I saw him. He was also at Contato. He played he was like a sitting DJ. Anybody who wasn't there, he came there and sat down and played. That was the kind of person he was.
Yeah. Anyway, your final words before we go. Yes. I see you read the comments on GhanaWeb a lot.
I do. Yeah. I mean, GhanaWeb is a very huge platform. Ghana. This is Ghana on the web. People all over the countries, around and beyond. When they want information about Ghana, that's the power you guys have. See? Sometimes my blackboard, 100% of all the stories are from GhanaWeb. The stories are nice to read and all that. Some of the comments are nauseating. Sometimes I wish that there was a way we could deal with some of them. But I also understand that there is freedom of speech. So people say anything, and we let it go. It's sad. The comments sometimes are very terrible, but I read them, and some of them are so wise. You can pick up some things out of the trash. You can find something that is nice, and you can use that. So I've grown a thick skin. It doesn't matter what you say about me. My eye is fixed on the goal. My eye is fixed on the mission, and the mission is Pan-Africanism.
The mission is Pan-Africanism. Thank you very much, Black Rasta, for coming. And this is the Lowdown on GhanaWeb TV. Watch us every Monday on all of GhanaWeb's digital channels. My name is Ismail Akwe. Be safe.
Ghana faced Brazil in a pre-World Cup friendly on Friday, and so on this episode of Sports Debate on GhanaWeb TV, we are going to ask some Ghanaians on the street what their expectations are and also gather their predictions for the match. For you watching, you can leave your prediction down below in the comment section, as well as like the video and share. My name is Emmanuel Enin. Let's go gather some opinions. So we are talking about the Ghana-Brazil friendly on Friday, and it promises to be a cagey encounter and an interesting one. So I have some Ghanaians here who will be sharing their thoughts on the match. Boss, Ghana and Brazil, what are match in the say?
Oh well, I think Brazil will score Ghana, but me Ghana, I think Brazil will score Ghana. Yeah, sure.
Almost Ghana squad, you met me no one.
Yeah, squad good, but not good enough. Say Brazil squad now, Brazil squad. I think say this World Cup no cry no, they be winning. Until this squad need I think say Brazil squad like 5 cry.
5-0.
Oh sure.
Oh prediction.
Yeah, I have to be sincere. Me Ghana, me say me sincere because squad now they don't me Brazil form. Yeah.
Because also in Brazil, but Ujiri say no current in Brazil.
And then no crap, then I drink. But Brazil to me say 5 that. To me say 5. You say Brazil, team from keeper to strikers, be senior. By 5 party, also Ghana, any Brazil here, and more thing. Say I think say 206 no say 3. The last time boy 1-0 no say. But I think say friendly match with a good GF for my idea say I mean the Brazil and a bought match. I don't why I'm a dinner between the World Cup and Creation. It's me. If you crash any Brazil, bonny to win a draw cry. Group new a Bobo Portugal, a Bobo South Korea, if you Uruguay, a Bobo and the friendly match here. A part of my staff friendly match. Oh, prediction is the even it will be like 2-1 against Ghana.
It's one never Ghana.
Brazil score Ghana 2-1.
One never Ghana good.
Ghana good. I think it's Kudus Mohammed. He's on the star boy.
Man, was only on the Macabre. Now, match on Zoom is
Domo Canadian. The Crana no more can. But to me, point of view, and I'm your opinion there, Ghana baby. I mean, what GDS I Ghana beat myself one goal. I made the ball upon. Sana me GDS tremi. Domo Cano. Mean do much near baby. I got squad at Brazil one Ghana ye nibi. No crab I could pay. But see ye I dream fine see a popono. Hawk my baby. Oh Ghana baby.
1-0.
For real, Ghana baby.
One measure Ghana baby.
I know there will be at me say. If you keep a rabbit my close not the entire cancer. Will be a bit much ago no. Will be a sad the answer Ghana you're winning. The no. What I say Ghana baby.
So he says Brazil will beat Ghana 5-0, and to my right, this gentleman also believes that Ghana can lose with a slim margin, maybe 2-1, also with Kudus Mohammed getting Ghana a goal. But the man at my extreme left says Ghana will win by a long goal 2-0. Ghana and Brazil about Friday. Who is the match never cost?
Oh, me know say Ghana versus Brazil because Ghana me Ghana ni so be mean to me me crew e dey ntwen ko support you bi ana me the film me wo any hope me wo Ghana mu esi no esi Ghana team na gina gina likely say Ghana bit match Brazil bit match on be 2-1 correct score to be twa bet bi am go twa correct score
Ghana goes one better.
Oh, Ghana go striker Jordan bit me there Ashe a body a game Sarah so be able to defender creating be goal keeper crowd bit me goal Ghana go oh Brazil team no there me so be because Ghana impo more than Sarah say we are not boy strong and the team is so it's likely say Ghana versus Brazil.
So this gentleman believes that Ghana will beat Brazil come Friday. So still on the Ghana-Brazil game, I have my next guest on the show. Boss Ghana and Brazil and a game man conforce I know they be say Brazil, be say Brazil be 60. Who is the game never cost say?
Oh, Ghana and Brazil match. I'm here Friday. Brazil for no maybe. Ayo ma wo hwe ayo ma ni jese o mo ne Black Star den ebebo se ne hu ni se Brazil team ni susin enti no mbe shen be season Brazil for grounds wo ma ni gimu so mo ne ebebo ese enti ay no ma na efirum me fa didie ne ni jebi eni o ma na chinia o mbe ye o ma nu bia no Black Star ne Brazil enye easy e bo mu tunnel bro aya na me wo ye show mu 2-0 Black Star first goal Kudus o ye first goal mo mutwabet mutweni first half in Black Star mutweni skakese it is out your man muna uni gidie say Black Star be win Friday match na bro and then kata no nkobi because I hope say Friday there Ghana e win 2-0
Kudus first goal na one be second
the second goal no assist no so ba come Kudus na but Patins will go assist no Kudus na be me ji Kudus jini ono no so ye ji Black Star di o je man ni di to me Friday Black Star will win the match.
Okay. So he is very confident that Black Stars will beat Brazil with Kudus Mohammed getting a goal and assist with Ghana winning 2-0.
Maybe Brazil best Ghana because he team mu free tete. Every say Brazil no do mo. Se Ghana fe ne so ye be de ho de ya ne wo mu nyi do mo because place ya Ghana afrefre no me manya film kakran bad Brazil for the over. Who cross rubber from the air? One didn't know order that. It is a Ghana by your mood. When you show Musa Muso, I mean, you Brazil empty. Said you get a more Brazil mono. Sagana, when you muyadia, and you almost woman you know. Because Brazil, dear woman, the whole world crown, Dimwakotine. The Ghana, some better Brazil, dear. And then before we see in India, we touch in India, money, and I made them Brazil, you are Ghana.
It is on measure Ghana. On measure say.
O met ma bombe 2-1. 2-1. That means Ghana who of him so kakra. Ti you know la me mu ta Brazil chi. Na ta go so sama Ghana. That means when you abre. That means we are Ghana ni so no Brazil. Na me say Brazil be Ghana 2-1. That means Ghana ma prigo amamu.
Okay, so that's his prediction. He believes that Brazil will beat Ghana by 2-1 because Brazil is Brazil. But he believes that yes, Ghana can challenge them and get a goal in there. I have my next guest on the show, and we are still talking about the Brazil-Ghana friendly, which will come up on Friday. And I will ask him what his expectations are and his predictions. Eja, yes, sir. Ghana about Brazil Friday. Then I will send out a game a bit to me.
Oh, yeah. Yes, Ghana bought Brazil friendly match towards a World Cup. Now, the new one is Brazil no Ghana ne kobo match no. Good Ghana preparation because a better side. Omo a better side. ɛna wohwɛ this time Premier League ɛkɔ so Europe na yɛtumi hu sɛ Ghana players no improve ɛwɔ ɔmo various clubs ɔmo improve ɛba kakrakra ntimi fi sɛ wey a big test ɛma Ghana wey deɛ yɛ football Ghana yɛ football mu nyinaa n'anim onyam kɛseɛ ɛne yɛ Blasters eti wey deɛ nyɛ kɔtɔkɔ ne asasɛm yɛn nyinaa yɛfo yɛ akoma ntakyiri na yɛn ma yɛ nwene resource no bebree ne mom yɛnhwɛ performance no because friendly match deɛ coach bi ade hyehyɛ ne team eti ma yɛn nwene resource no mom no moma yɛn ninje sɛ yɛnyɛ team like Brazil kwan yɛn ne bɛbɔ friendly match ɛno bɛbu su boys no emora ama World Cup no yɛtimi ayɛ bibi
na yɛka sɛ kan de obɛhyɛ de obɛwini a why na
oh on say football there is a game of surprise obi na adwene say oh Brazil bɛhyɛ bɛ 6 or bɛhyɛ bɛ 5 but me nyɛ saa na me no because we share the lives of Kudus no mo ne ade no pattern mu ne omo yɛ omo team mu no bibie betimi asi such as bibie betimi asi ebetimi abasa Brazil ko ebetimi show best one day omo badwin ho adwuma mo ntia say that because next time the ehun say Kudus say o say wonderful goals and a pattern so emma wonderful pass enti wo hwɛ sanya boys no on ke kana aduru a ma Brazil from friends omo ze omo nya die embre bi yebetimi surprise wo mo yebetimi surprise wo mo
ze Ghana yɛ hwa wane bɛhyɛ
yɛ Ghana yɛ goal dia William family no ba penin go inaki betimi yɛ and I say Kudus so betimi yɛ
So he believes that to play Brazil friendly will help Ghana, and also Ghana can surprise Brazil. And if someone will score for the Black Stars, it will be between Inaki Williams and Kudus Mohammed. Ghana and Brazil, proposing Brazil, Ghana. You say Ghana should be surprise Brazil. Who will say?
Oh, me, according to me, and how football squad, comparison, Brazil is far ahead of Ghana, but football, anything can happen. But our boys now is our from the youth, almost started, but maybe the football they to see. And to me, they are Ghana Brazil, they are Brazil, Ghana, but you be to me see.
And take us a predict scoreline.
Oh, you be to me 3-1. 3-1 for Brazil.
Yeah. Also Brazil be Ghana. Who is there? Why not?
Me there. Brazil there. Say Brazil there. Omo there. Every say almost Ghana. Inti. Na me make say Brazil be Ghana. By friendly match inti. Or say Ghana. Yeah. But say Ebia World Cup na ya ko ni dia. And can beat me aga Ghana beat me Brazil this year.
So they believe that Brazil will beat Ghana, but they leave their chances open because there could be a surprise. Ghana can surprise Brazil. It's been another exciting episode on Sports Debate on GhanaWeb TV, and we've had some interesting predictions regarding Ghana's game against Brazil. I know you can't wait, just as I can't wait to see how the game will pan out in France on Friday. My name is Emmanuel Enin, and this is Sports Debate. See you in the next episode.
Brian or catch him interview, you know, more from keep this. And to the old year, what they call Okoto, and this time. You could do what the tongue, who near here, or the buy. No, never Spain, or the bag with the very name. No use a bargain. ko bo ni ma gumu ya de chi na pa no abekra me ante me kwabo si yo aso oni nyame nko nyame ni wani emfa nko nti o san ko duru kuma se ni sister penny o san ko da ho anajo no epuara anajo no san frem se ante ma be duru kuma si o ni sister Doris nyame ya adoma e kira no pa me ko kekus no na Doris no san frem se ante me de aso akwa tena kekus ka mu na ma be ti me sin akọ adwuma ni sister no so ye adwuma man chia hospital e wona ko ye adwuma ti akọra no ko ye na me ne ka chire no de odi ono aso na chi ya fra ya wada no ya fra aso mfa ti me da na me wakura ase e na Doris no ni ya peni Doris no san fra me anti ma fra aso abre aso mfa na besumungu so Alex no mo pre kwam de odun mu nyina na ka kire mo so mu nua ba no ye fra wo mfa nti wo mo so mo mfre na Alex no so oni odibi ase ye adwuma nti ho na obo mama ne na we afre de saba ye wo se hwan ye no afre aso phone no abedi mi ho ne bag na ye twira yi no wi aye ba no na aso na oye no ho o prepare me ho o prepare se ade bi akomi asi no so ti aso phone no bag no e wo me nchen ni esi bi na me papa me ne tie no o kwa yie papa ba anwumere no e be frɛ mo e pimende ne na wotwe mi nu a me kan ye mfrɛ aso call no afso ye mfrɛ no ma fada ti sabu bi na frɛ me okumase no ka kire me se oba na ma hwehwe no ma hu no na mum bisa sumasi mum bisa ne sister kunu no aso e won ho mum bisa no so na ne kan nyame anim na ye tiama me na me susu se abrantie ne be ye sai djuma se ye fa ba bia ye so wono no ne no o mo to ten wa na me ba so jani no so re o se ante bi nda fie e wiro mu na me da me to ten ya man ra benada si juara no se benada no na o so mo ko kekus kura ho no na man kekus no mu kura ho chi Doris mpana no o mo chi no no mo de hanka no bo no nsa e no ya akonta na me ba no so ka kire se wo akonta na ye me fidi me so ko ho no hwi na so mienu hwi na sam asum ka akonta no asa komba kwa ma no na sa ta mo nya de haka na bo no nsa akona chi o de no ko kekus so onya kekus o ma nya ko poto atu o de no ko e ho prison wo ne no ade chi ye enura o da mu ade chi no mo so o si akora no ebisa o si akora no wo e o police station o na nchen na o mo ne police po no sa ko o si wodna ko ma wo hene bi wo man kasim na o mo so ane papa no no ko o mo ko man kasim o ko kire ba bi a aso wo hia o si yanya kunu ya ku aso na o mo so wo kunu a ehe na wo sie no mo sie ne he ne ehunu
ti de kokoti awia no kura no se yesi ku de ofase no e di na kwa man kasim je se yase no na di ayi akwofa ayi ofase no ekoto no ma obi wo makasi yesi na nabi na crack na odino okoto no ma no kun no tu amana de ne she ni dem e woni fi ya men charge ye so ye yasi ni mu no o ka se o makasi o na nabi ho o mo koya o mo wi no kura ne branch so ja woni na mu akonya yasi ne chi no no paya na me frame club ni design se na so far de na eko also ki aposi for chese se de amu na ye no esi ebesi no nti ye brothers ni bi no eko cemetery eko akopɛ ne club ya eko akutu amana na ye de ne ba ɛkɔ pɛ ne korabea ɛwɔ hɔ ɛne na busua egu so yɛ ho saa ntotoyɛ.
I'm seated with Afrofusion and dancehall artist Adi Self, a former member of the Shatter Movement militant. We'll talk more about his musical career and what it takes to survive in the Ghana music industry. I am Paula Amabruni. This is Talkatainment on GhanaWeb TV. We'll be right back. Welcome back. You're watching Talkatainment on GhanaWeb TV. Today I have with me a dancehall, Afrofusion, some say you do rap, Adi Self. Welcome to Talkatainment.
Thank you, Paula.
Good to have you. Some mention your name, Adi Self, Adi Self. For a moment, I thought it was Adi Self until I checked the spelling, Adi Self.
I really hate it when people say Adi Self. Like, it doesn't have a meaning, you see. When it's Adi Self, when you say Adi Self, it means addicted to myself, understand?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I just had to abbreviate it so that people can be able to mention it. And I find Ghanaians Adi Self, Adi Self.
Can you imagine?
Try to do put the L for the Adi Self, you know, so that it to be more meaningful.
Yeah, so let's do well and address our musician as Adi Self, addicted to myself. That's it.
Yeah.
Great. So we're going to talk music, journey in the industry, how you're surviving, the impact. There's a lot about you that I really wish that we'll delve more into it as an education and also.
Yeah, you can swim into it. You know,
you can swim.
Yeah.
We're ready for it.
Oh yeah, fully. I'm always ready.
Let's get started, but we'll save the violence for later.
Yeah.
I know you're working on a new EP, and one of the singles that you said is going to be released in some few days.
Yeah,
Loyalty.
on the 9th, yeah.
So what inspired that?
Well, what inspired that is you know, me feeling like I give in loyalty and love and not receiving that back, you know, from my friends and, you know, most of my colleagues that I move with. So I just feel like putting it into my music and then let people, because I believe people also relate to that.
You just made mention of the loyalty and the dedication you give to people, but it's not reciprocated.
Yeah, exactly.
How do you feel about such situation?
Well, sometimes I feel bad about it, but you can't blame people for how they live, you understand? Everybody and how God created them. So sometimes I just put my feelings into music. I don't have to, you know, really, what would I say? Maybe I don't want to say I would put my blames on them. So I just have to, you know, put my feelings in music and then put it out in music and also educate other people, because I believe people are also feeling like that sometimes.
Talk of putting whatever you feel in music. You are one person, and when I look you up, I didn't really get controversy like you button someone or you do it. Well, how have you kept that brand? How have you kept that vibe? Because everybody thinks you're Rasta and you're going to do some, you know, but
everybody thinks that's all that is there. Yeah, well, that's my brand. I'm way different, you know. I just want to be different. Like how I sound is different, so how I also live is different. So, you know, the industry, everybody has in lane where they follow. So I believe my lane is just doing the music and making the art talk for me. You understand? You're
doing great. You let the music do the talking.
Exactly.
Do you love beef, or you think it's not a thing you want to do?
Oh, I love it so much, but I just want to do it at the right time, you know. And then the person who is, you know, worth it. Yeah, you get me?
Right. So who you gonna feel battle? Like, you know, they target people. They target like someone that you know that you can.
Yeah. Anybody that step on my toes, I'll beat him. I'll beat him first before I battle it.
Less violence, we beg. Less violence. Now, I follow you on social media and I've seen the number of tours that you've done. One video that really excites me is how senior high school student. They sing your song back to back, word for word. How did you tap into that market?
Well, shout out to my senior high students. I really love them so much because I believe their energy is different, and they are really supporting. Because myself, I always look at my catalog and I look at people that follow me, and I feel like I have the younger generations more. So it was a great vibe, and we just decided and started the self-love school tour, and I went to a couple of schools, and it was a great vibe. Like, it was crazy.
So would you say that you are a new youth president?
Yeah. Well, some people call me the youth president because I am the one who always try to speak out for the youth, and especially the Zongos where I'm coming from. I try to speak out of stuff that I see around me, and make sure that people hear it, and also try to take in consideration to make things great. So yeah.
So which school gave you the craziest vibe? I've seen that you did the SHS tour.
Which one gave me craziest vibe? Is it Bilal?
Accra boys.
Accra.
Okay.
Accra was crazy. Like, it was crazy, but this place too, Accra Polytechnic.
Accra
Polytechnic.
Okay.
Was also crazy. Like, it was, they just love the vibe. They love myself and whatever I'm bringing to the table. So I just really appreciate them. I would love to continue, giving them more entertainment and education and everything around music.
Okay, great. And in July, you made a post on Instagram talking about you're going to have a meet and greet session.
Yeah.
How far with that?
Yeah, I did it. I did a meet and greet, and it was a great one because I think I saw a couple of people, share it out. I did it first in my hood, that's where I'm coming from.
Your hood, Mamobi.
Yeah, Mamobi.
Shout out to Mamobi.
Shout out to Mamobi. I don't know, the Mobi boys here, right, for support the team.
Support the movement.
So it was a great vibe. Most of the time, people on social media, not everybody really engages. Like, they comment and everything, but they don't really show face when it comes to, some stuff. But I really had to. It was a short notice, but we put it together, and the fans came up.
Okay, and so was it free or you charged those?
No, it was free,
Because I know some personalities charge for meet and greet.
But my meet and greet, I don't charge because I love my fans so much that I feel like all the time they comment on my stuff, they didn't get to see me. So when they see me, I just give them a chance to take pictures and ask questions and stuff like that. So it's a free thing.
On the back of the SHS tour, which senior high school did you attend? Education level?
Education level, I went to Danak Senior High. It's a private school.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where I completed, and I couldn't continue due to financial problems those days. So yeah.
Okay, great. When I was in, simple and short, I'll put it to you. You're a ladies' man. It's not news to you, right?
Oh, it's news to me. I just heard it from GhanaWeb, Paulina. You're not telling me.
You never knew, you never heard?
Well, I have a song, Girl Them Daddy, on my album. Last year I dropped my album, Zongo to BBC, which also really did great. And, I have that kind of vibe, so I just did a song, Girl Them Daddy.
Girl Them Daddy.
Yeah, some of them just love my company, some of them just love my money. Something like that, So, girls are just girls, They love the music and the lifestyle, so.
Girl Them Daddy, how many kids you got?
I got 2.
2 kids?
1 boy, 1 girl.
You married?
Yeah, fully. I'm taken.
Taken?
Yeah.
Charlie, they know the corrections.
Yeah, but I'll let them know, you understand.
So what do you do for fun? Your leisure time, what do you love to do?
Taking care of the kids and, taking them to playgrounds and recordings. That's all I do.
Recording?
Yeah.
Are you a girl dad? I don't know if your kids, which sex?
1
gender?
boy, 1 girl.
1 boy.
Yeah.
So do you take, because someone would say daddy is a busy man, he's always in the studio. Do you cook for them? How do you bond? I put you on the spot. This one if you lie, your wife will watch out.
I do a lot of stuff, you understand me? I do a lot of stuff. Talking about when they wake up in the night. Some kids wake up in the middle of the night. I do wake up and change them and do all those kind of stuff. So I do a lot. Try to cook for them sometimes.
Cook for them. Which meal is that?
Talia. Spaghetti.
You try. You pause.
Oh, I didn't try.
Give me the credit. I see. But you seem like a very nice person.
Well,
I like your energy. I like your vibe.
Thank you very much.
What gets on your nerve? What would you say that this is a no-no for me? This is what I do not tolerate?
Well, I don't tolerate disrespect and intimidation, you know.
Okay, disrespect and intimidation.
Yeah, man.
Okay, all right. Adisef.
Paulina.
How rich is Adisef?
Oh, rich as F.
Because we know that, you know, some land is Legon are there, you have properties scattered here and there. That's what I heard. Went on the street that Adisef, you get the blog day inside.
Oh, it do or if somebody say do, that means something day.
Something day.
Maybe say big thing, it be something.
Something day.
We're just still trying to survive, you know. With these days, YouTube getting to pay us a little bit of money.
We dey talk money, what I dey talk it. How much we that?
Yeah, and also, you know, with my album Zongo to BBC last year, I made a lot of money with that because people really purchased it, and it came on number 4 on world chart, and also number 1 in Ghana for almost 6 weeks. So and if they don't purchase your album, you ain't gonna get to that level. So it's all about people also patronizing what I do.
So the album was titled Zongo to the BBC.
Zongo to BBC.
Do check it out if you haven't.
Yeah, Zongo to BBC. You got to check it out. I dropped it last year and still doing great. You know, I don't know. The boy is here.
All right. So I want to ask you, is music in Ghana lucrative? Do you make money out of it?
Well, not really, but yeah, if you really know how to strategize yourself and your brand, you're going to make your own money, because I believe in this industry, everybody has to have his own office and try to run it, because it's not easy. You understand? So when I say having your own office to run it, like making sure that you have your own YouTube, because most artists out there push their songs on other people's YouTube.
Yeah, like the management.
Their management or their team. I've been through that and I know how it feels. You get me? So I feel like you having your own YouTube page, seeing how you grow, and, you know, making sure that you put things right when you have stuff to do. You know, yeah, I just feel like when you do your own office, you will feel run out.
So money did the YouTube then?
Oh yeah, money did the YouTube and also Apple Music and streaming platforms. Because right now I give Apple Music my project, you know, for myself, and they will sell it and they will take whatever percentage and they will give me the rest.
Okay.
So it's also a good business, and also, you know, sometimes man gets shows here and there, and it's also bringing some cash in. So we're still trying to survive until God give us that big break.
Energy.
We will give us that big money that you people think say
we get. Then we go here.
Then you go here.
We go here. Yeah. Energy, I feel that.
Yeah.
Now, celebrities, artists flaunting their wealth on social media, do you think is bogus, or we should just let them live their life? Once you got it, you flaunt it.
Well, most of them are living a fake life, I would say, with no apology. Yeah, and most of them flaunt. You know, when you have it, you just have to live with it. But most of them flaunt it, and next 2 days, you know, go see them with it, and you get me, that those kind of vibe. You see some artists in the house, say this is my house, da. The next 2 years, no, you know, the house, you another house inside. You see your house where you know go feel live inside for long. You understand? Some of them rent and lie to the people, but we just have to keep it real. Because I believe in keeping it real. Because I came from nothing, like nothing. From the Zongos, trying to come up doing my own music until I met Shutter Movement on Facebook. They signed me to their label. We did Taking Over, Thunderfire, a couple of songs, and I left Shutter Movement. And I believe it's just growth. And I want us to just keep everything real to the next generation, so that they will know that, if you are venturing in music, it's not an easy task, but you can do it when you are really focused. You get me? So yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
Great. Now, talk of, just because you make mention of the Shatter Movement, Self Nation, SM Movement.
Yeah, Self Nation, Shatter Movement,
Shatter Movement, what's the correlation?
Well, it was a great relationship until I was signed on that label. Because when I met Shatter Movement first, it was like a brother and sister relationship kind of thing. Because we met on Facebook, you know, and we met in real life, started trying to work things out like a family, until we did a whole lot of singles together until, you know.
What was your favorite single?
Oh, we have Ghetto Star out there, and Ghetto Star is a great one featuring Shatawale. You know, that was one of my first singles I recorded with him. So from there, we had a chance to record Taking Over. And Taking Over,
we did so Ghana. That song was a job.
Yes, especially my verse. Me, I no one talk anything. Money
they call me for my bread.
Yamba kinchiki yadi. Nasa yanzukumbani. This time me I do the party. I deserve. We
Taking Over, we did. It was fun. It was fun.
Yeah, it was great. It was a great vibe and a learning process for me when I was in the movement. So after taking over, Shatter Movement actually decided to sign me, even though I have my own Self-Nation record label I'm doing, and they decided to sign me on the label. So I had to join Shatter Movement as an SM militant. You get me? That's how I joined Shatter Movement as a militant. So we worked together until, we signed a contract for 3 years, and the contract time catch, and Adiself has to move on.
Great. Yeah. On the back of Adiself moving on after the contract time catch, we'll take a quick break. When we come back, Talkatainment continues. We're back from that quick break. I'm seated with Adiself, one of my favorite dancehall Afrofusion musicians. We've talked a lot, right from his career to his relationship with Shatta Wale. Now, Adiself, how has life been following your exit from Shatta's camp as a militant? How has it been so far?
Well, it has been a great one. I would say bittersweet. You get me? From you getting to have everything you want. Well, let's talking about, going to shows and the fans are already packed. You get me? I just have to jump on stage and to, creating my own shows and trying to put everybody together. It's not an easy task. It's not gonna be easy, but Adiself is doing it. It was a great one and a great experience for me, because I believe in life you need to face growth. You have to grow up no matter what. You can't live with your parents forever. Even Paulina, you where you be, woman self, you at some point your man will come marry you, so you have to leave home. And I feel like it was time for me to leave home and grow up and do what I'm supposed to.
So what informed that decision?
Well,
when did you have that wake-up call?
Well, it was about, as I said, the contract. You understand? The contract ended, and there was no understanding on continuing or something like that. There was little brouhaha and misunderstanding. As everybody saw, Shatta came out talking a whole lot of stuff. So I just felt like it's just the right time. Destiny has to tell Adiself, you got to stand up and do it for yourself.
So how did you feel with the whole comments about the SM militant and all that? Did you feel pain? Do you feel like after giving your loyalty, this is like, how best you can describe us? And
Yeah. Of course, I felt bad. I'm a human being. I had feelings. So I felt really bad and disappointed how it came out, because if I have to leave there, it could be a simple press release, and then the fans and everybody will know that Adiself is no more with Shatta Movement. But it was in a harsh way, and it was like crazy. But I had to be strong within myself and tell my fans that let's pick up the pieces. And so many Shatta Movement fans still love me, and they are following the thing, and it keeps me growing.
Did you leave with some of his lawyers?
Of course, a lot of people followed me. A lot of people. We share the movement.
Chimpe. I feel that.
Yeah.
I feel that. One thing I realized is that I've seen some former members of the militants come out to badmouth him, like real level allegations against him, but none has really been seen of you.
Yeah.
Why is it so?
Well, because I'm a grateful youth. I'm a very trying youth coming up. And I appreciate every little thing somebody do for me. I'll look the bad and focus on the good. You get me? I feel like, Shatta Movement has tried for me in a way, because, talking about my experiences in the industry and also all the big songs I was on and all that, I don't have to overlook that and badmouth them or something. I just feel like I have to be grateful and move on, and that's how Adiself is.
Great. So 2 years ago, you released a song, Grateful Letter to Shatta Wale.
Yeah.
Now, 2022, do you still feel the same?
Well, I've been grateful, and it's been 2 years, as you said. So as I left there, most people, when they have issues, they will come out. Me being a dancehall artist, they thought it would be a diss song and all that, but I just gave them a different side of me, that Adiself is a grateful youth, because through Shatta Wale and Shatta Movement, I was able to go to London And we did a couple of tours there, and I had to go to BBC, and it gave me the experience to do my album. You get me? So I'm very grateful for that. I don't have to see things as in a bad way always. I just feel like it's time for me to move on. Whatever he says, I know how he is, so I don't have to take it too
How
too
is he?
He's always coming out and saying things, saying his mind, you get me? So I just feel like that's how, you know, my mentor is. So I just have to see him like that.
Just focus on the positive side.
Yeah, focus on the positive side, because talking about on the real, you know, I learned a lot from him, talking about, you know, how to market stuff, how to move as a businessman in the industry.
Tata is always talking about business. We don't know the music business.
Yeah.
So would you say that he's one man who knows the business?
Yeah,
even though people don't really understand.
Yeah, he knows the business, and you know, show business is not everybody that understands it, because you know the business side of it is whatever you do out there, because you have people following you. Whatever you do out there it be content, and our content is king. And if you put your content on YouTube, you have the right for your stuff. You'll be making money. So I think he knows that part of it, and I also learned a lot from there.
Okay.
You get me? So
Great.
yeah, I just would tell every youth that they should be grateful no matter what in their life, because every little thing you have, you should just be grateful of it. Because I myself is very, very grateful in life. No matter what happens in my life, I just look at the positive side and feel like I can do better.
You can do better.
Yeah.
Has there been any regrets since your exit?
No, I don't regret, because I believe it's part of growth. I have to grow up, no matter what. You for do it for yourself, nobody go feel, you know, do it for you fully. Somebody can help you and give you a transport to this place, and you have to find the other transport and move on. That's life, you understand?
Great. Now, talk of music, your association with Shatta Wale, dancer musician. Would you say that in the process, did any artist or producer or presenter, whoever, agreed to not to work with you or associate with you just because of maybe a beef they have with Shatta Wale? Because some people say he's outspoken and all that. So once you are in his camp, some people who are not close to him, once you want to maybe record a song, shoot a video, whatever it is, they're gonna. Have you ever experienced anything like that?
Yeah, I experienced so much of that. You get
really?
Me? Yeah, so much of that. You know. Especially, you know, when I was out there in Shatta movement, I was like they are defending champion. You get me? I've had a whole lot of, you know, instant that I go after people whenever they come after Shatta movement. You know.
That's the loyalty thing.
That's the loyalty.
Why do people dare like that?
No, it's not like that.
When you talk about Shatta,
it's not
the
like
militants will come
for you. It's
you.
not like that.
His fan base will come for you.
When I'm in love with something, I serve fully. I was there to serve. You understand? And every king has served before. You have to serve. So it's just part of my loyalty to the movement at that time. So I went like me and so many artists, like some of the big artists, when they have issues with Shatta, I'm the one who come out and talk and
we saw it.
Always try to address the issues, because sometimes he's also right, because when you are in his shoes and some of the stuff he does is right. You get me? Because you know, it's easy being an independent artist, taking care of so many things. Sometimes it's very frustrating. You get me?
So we should just accept how Shatta, because we go on social media like, there they go again. SM fans, they say no good.
They don't leave me.
Self-nation, people you are like that.
No, I mean the SM fans, they don't leave me. As I leave Shatta movement, they see I'm like I was trying to betray or whatever, but I see them like they are not matured enough, because they've not been in my shoes to know what I've been through. You are just a fan and watch it. You get me? So I've been.
So what's your message to the Shatta movement who are always at you? Because
I'll tell them they should focus on themselves, because Charlie, at the end of the day, you got yourself to look up to. No matter what go on, it be you for do one for yourself. You don't have to watch anybody. So I just would tell them to focus on themselves and leave Adisef alone, because Adisef, I'm always myself. Done.
Great. I feel that. So please, on the back of, because I've seen it. When you left, I saw the whole reaction, and then the back, you left, then you were backbiting and all that. When you hear your former label mates addressing issues, joints, come talk, back to back, he does this, he did that, he's not loyal, and all that. How do you feel? Do you call them to like, make you slow down, or it's like you add more fire? You manage to get points, so you hit on. How do you react to such news?
As the fireman or what?
When you say they are lawyers, I just want to know how.
Well, honestly, Joint and Shatta have met them. I came and met them together. You understand? They've worked for over 17 years before I met them. You get me? They are very close friends. So sometimes when Joint is saying his feelings, I don't really want to come into it. You get me? Because me and Shatta relationship are also different than Joint and Shatta. So wherever he feels, I feel like that's how he feels. I can't tell him how he feels or how to react. I react according to me all the time. Yeah.
I can count a number of people or lawyers who used to be in Shatta's camp having to come out to level so much allegations against him. One, he's selfish. Other, he doesn't care about them. During hard times, that's where you really see him turn out against you. It's a lot. What one word will you use to describe Shatta Wale?
Unpredictable. Unpredictable. That's the word. He's unpredictable because, you know, me and him are very close and we have this deep relationship and convo, you know, different kind of convo. Deeper convo, you know, beyond music. But the next thing you see is on live telling me that, you get me? So it's unpredictable.
I get that. But so you, as you stated earlier, you don't take such things to heart.
No. I don't take such things to heart because I'm in Shatta movement to do music, and if there's a point I feel like the music is not really coming out and the music is not, I'm not getting the push I'm supposed to get. I just have to move on and do it for myself because I believe in myself. You know, I'll tell every ghetto to believe in themselves, and when you want to do something, don't watch anybody, just do it.
Great. You're doing great for yourself, I must say. Self Nation, the whole energy, the vibes, and all that you're doing.
I appreciate that.
It's been great. So what will it take me to be a Self Nation? How you term it? To be part of the
Self Nation diva. Self Nation diva. Okay, we have one diva here, Paulina.
Yeah.
That now should be playing some 5 for us. You understand? Self Nation, they need defense, so we'll play 5.
I accept that challenge. I go fee play.
Yeah.
I go fee play.
So
now
just,
your colors, some say is similar to the whole SM logo thing. You see the red, you see the yellow in there.
But SM it be green and something.
Yellow, green.
No, me my own is red, gold, green. I just represent Ghana. You understand me? My own. I just feel like, you know, I have to represent where I come from in everything I do. Like the way I represent the Zongo, and on my flag I try to represent Ghana as well. So it's just positive vibe.
Okay. I see you got a number of tattoos.
Yeah, man.
What's that? What's that one there?
Well, it's just, you know, same self, you know.
Self.
I'm me self.
I'm me self.
I'm me
see, there's
self.
1, 2, 2. I can see like.
The one on my chest.
How many tattoos have you got in general?
Well, I got like 10.
10.
Yeah. I've not really counted them, but it's 10.
It's 10, yeah. I feel
this
that.
This one is Self Nation. The one you see right here is Self Nation. The badge, the crest. The one
it's
you
right
see
here.
is the yellow.
Okay.
One. That's it right here because it's on my heart.
How long have you kept your dreads to?
I think 7 years.
7 years.
Yeah. Even though I've been cutting some of it and things. So.
All right.
You like it?
I love men who have dreads on, but then we'll talk about that. Self.
Yeah, we did.
Great. Now let's talk projects. What have you got coming up?
Well, right now I have Slam to Hills because if it's not a story I don't really like to tell. You understand me? It's Zongo to BBC, which has done very great on all the guitar platforms, and I thank my fans and everybody out there who is supporting. And now I'm back with another project, which is just telling another story of my life. Like from part of my life, I was here and now I'm here. So it's just I'm just continuing my journey. So this one, I have 7 songs on it, which is Slam to Hills mixtape. 7 solid songs, which also shows my growth within the music. I have different kind of genres in there. You know, I'm just opening my wings and flying away.
Loyalty is on Slams to Hills.
Yeah,
great.
Loyalty.
I just wait for that one. Any final message to your fans?
That one too, we will come on the 9th of September. Loyalty is gonna be out.
Okay.
And then on the 19th of September, the whole project is gonna be out.
19th.
And it's out now for pre-order. Slam to Hills on Apple Music and all the guitar platforms. You can go out there and purchase and stream and also 19th September is my birthday. So you know that's one of the days that I really get social media, you know, love and all that. So that's why I decided to release it on that day, so that when you are wishing me, put the album for there.
Go stream.
Then wish me and stream. If you know if you give me money, stream my album. It will help me. You understand me? So I just feel like we are doing something positive to help the youth in the music industry, so people should just support.
Agyemang.
Paulina.
I love your personality. I love everything you do.
I respect that.
I wish you the very best. You also got our support because Ghana, dear, once the music is good, we resonate with the youth.
Respect.
We fly with it.
I appreciate that. Shout out to GhanaWeb for having me. Shout out to my cameraman and everybody, Charlie, for making this possible. Yeah, don't know. Shout out to my team, Self Nation. Believe in yourself, and we're gonna do it, and we're gonna get there.
Thank you very much for coming.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so I did this with Agyemang, a dancer, musician, Afrofusion artist who's doing great for himself, a former member of Shatta Wale's Militant. It was nice doing this with you on GhanaWeb TV. I am Paula Amabroni. See you on the next edition.
This is a reason why you should hike this mountain. This is a reason why you should see this animal. Hi guys, we are back again. Charlie, I hope you're doing amazing. I'm currently live at the Volcanoes National Park and we are going to be seeing the mountain gorillas. This is the main reason why I came to Rwanda and I'm super excited. I'm going to experience this with you. The view behind me is so beautiful. I'm imagining hiking to the top and seeing the gorillas. I hope you're excited just as I am. I'm going to take you along and yeah, we are currently here. We are going to have some coffee before we start the hike. So I'm going to take you along. I know you're super excited just as I am. So let's go guys.
My name is Beck. B-C-K.
Okay.
So I'm going to be your guide. We're going to share the best experience for them.
Woo! We are super excited.
Yes, we will.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're going to make it the best out of everybody.
The mountain gorillas are endemic species only here in that place. They have two different natural habitats. So there is one population of mountain gorillas which is located in the Virunga Massif. Virunga Massif, it's a big forest which is bordering 3 different countries, Rwanda, Congo, Uganda. So one side it's in Rwanda, we have Volcanoes National Park. Then behind it's in Congo, there is Virunga National Park. Then another side it's in Uganda, there is Mugahinga Gorilla National Park.
We have gotten to the starting point and guess what? It's raining. That is why the raincoat was needed. So I'm so glad I rented the raincoat, so we're about to start. I have this cloth just to keep me. Yeah. Ooh. This is not waterproof, but then I mean at least my hair and my my top doesn't get wet. I'm super excited about it. I'm really excited. This is my first time experiencing something like this, and I think everybody should if you can. Yeah. So yeah, thank God for this. I can put my phone and my camera. So yeah. We're about to start and I'm going to take you along. This is how it looks like from here. Let me show you guys. This is the sticks we are going to use to hike because it's going to be a very tedious hike. And yeah, I think this is going to be my most difficult hike. Yeah, because from what I hear and what they say about this experience, this is our tour guide. Say hi.
Hi.
Hi, Drew. Hi, Kalide. Are you all excited? Yeah, everyone.
The communities living around the park. So among the communities we have the porters. The porters are the people who help the tourists to carry the bags. Okay. So that's why you see the team of the people standing there. So if you need some of them,
they can help us.
Yes, they can help you.
Good. Okay. This experience is in partnership with the Rwanda Development Board and it costs about $1,500 per person. So he's estimating 2 hours hike because of where the gorillas are currently and I'm super excited about this. Let's go guys.
The crops you see here with the white flowers, we call them pilefa. So we make an insecticide.
This is the plant. It's super cold, and I literally need like some breath on my hands so I can feel fresh. We have just started. We've done about 10 minutes of walk, and we are still on. This is my team members. Everybody is excited to see the gorillas. Hi, Amina. Amina is from Morocco. Hi, Jocelyn. We are all super excited. So, the military have their helicopters around for just in case of an emergency. There are a lot of groups. We are just one of the groups. For people who can't walk for long hours, they have taken them to the shortest route. But we are using the longest route because we wanted to have a full experience of everything. This is how it looks like here.